Hello, everybody. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. I'm trying to... I gotta reorganize my screen. Every time I start this thing, I gotta reorganize my screen. I feel like I need like a chat window, like an extra monitor, like right here, like a little small one, just to put the chat in. Should probably look into that. I don't have any dinky ones, but I know they do sell like little tiny monitors I can maybe use for that. So that way, every time I'm looking down here, I'm not looking away from the chat. But you know what? It is what it is. What am I gonna do about it? We have a lot of people in the stream right now. We got 100 plus people. Shout out to all of you guys. This is the first live stream I've done that isn't like a direct that has over 100 people. So that's crazy. I want you guys to drop likes, and let's see if we can get this up to 100 likes on this stream. I'm going to attempt to shout out everyone who's in the chat. I'm going to attempt. I might miss some people, but I'm going to try. I try to do this at the beginning of every stream. I'm not going to stop yet. Bob2 is here. Brian Latade. Flippy Flops YT is here. Jason Z. Anthony Rodriguez. Ellie Wolf. Andrew Mendez. Robin Wolf. Jeffrey Ruse. Alex Villa Torres. Demon Rage 90. Hollow Boy. Ravik Ivor. I probably mispronounced that one. Gabe Bowser. I know that that username is, the so long Gabe Bowser joke, Mario 64 or whatever. But please change that name just in case. I don't want any problems or anyone getting offended in the chat, so please change that name for me. Thank you. If you want to be in the chat. Otherwise, if you don't want to change the name, then just don't participate in the chat. Jakers, the fun was here. Carpentile Productions. Corey Bohm starting us off with a $2 super chat. I'm not doing any crazy shots tonight, but I will do, a shot or so of my choice for whatever. There'll always be the $100 liquid death, but we're not going to probably hit that, so I'm not too worried about it. Hollow Boy's here. Let's see here. The fun was here. Carpentile Productions. Sweet Life of Dio Brando. Welcome, my man. The fun was here. Max Dreamer 1234. Brent Cocker. Worst Random Studios is here. Let's see here. Polari. JLo. Welcome, JLo. Jonathan Gonzalez. Max Drummer 1234. Daffy Duck is here. First time you've been here to stream before it starts. We got Jorge Martinez Blanco is here as well. Brent, I already mentioned you. Let's see here. I'm just shouting out people in the chat, guys. You want to shout out, hit the chat up, and I will try to shout you out. Flippin is here. Henry Abreu. Let's see here. Scrolling down. Captain Rex 13. Mako Entertainment. AR Mondo is here. Welcome, man. Let's see here. 120 Blink is here. Polari's here. Sat Edits is here. Welcome. Thank you guys for showing up today. That one guy is here. Dylan Jones. Let's see here. J-Fight 3R is here. Let's see here. Corey's here. Welcome, Corey Bohm. You might have your hands full today. You might be the only mod president that I can see so far. Pontus Stalfors is here. Eric11220 is here. Let's see here. We got a fast-moving chat today. Charlie Wilkes is here. Ben Cundiff. Let's see. Kdu10, welcome. McCaution is here. Peanut Butter's here. Let's see here. Bingobo25 is here. Christian Hernandez. I got to go faster. I'm not going to be able to keep up with the chat. I'm just trying to get all caught up. 120 Blink. Sat Edits is here. Let's see here. Josiah the Gamer is here. Nicholas Croplin is here. Try to chill out on some of the spam that you guys are probably tossing out there as well. I see Corey's trying to keep up with it. Try to do him a favor and don't get too crazy with the spam, guys. Neil, Electric Seal, Charlie Wilkes, The Magic Mew, Bruh, Mech Dio, Ruby, Wolf, I already saw Super Silly Stanellis, a Blue Fox, Landon is here, Neil J, David and Lena Phillips, welcome to the stream, Jacob Perry, Sat Edits, Ruben Norris, Christina Hernandez, I think I already saw that, Pepper Boss 1101, Francis Solis is here, Doc Forever is here, man. Welcome back to the stream. That one guy, Charlie Wilkes, Rithik, I already said, Francisco Salas, Connor Brennan is here. Let's see here. John Brown, Why Not Your Mom is here. Charlie Wilkes. We Animate Sometimes is here. Let's see here. Zinc, Charlie Wilkes, David Phillips, Banana Bro, Kirk, Arista, H2R Player. The list goes on and on. Max Weibu, Crazy Dave is here. I can't keep up. HTR Player, Ryan the Wu-Tang Boy is here. Welcome. Agent Perry 7 is here as well. Mr. K. The Clickbaiter 3 a.m. is here. Israel Soda. Oh, boy. You guys are crazy. Dylan Jones is here. I don't know. SM2, Mickey Inc. is here. Sabario's here. The Quarantine Gamer is here. Rocket Crushing Gamer is here. Max Wabono. S5. Dude, there's so many people. I'm just going to stop. I can't anymore. How you guys doing tonight? I can't keep up. I'm so sorry. If I didn't shout you out, I really, really, really apologize. I can't do it all now. I can't. The chat's too fast. I think. No, I could toggle timestamps. That's cool. I think there's a way to actually turn on slow chat, but do I actually need to turn on slow chat? Is that a thing that needs to happen right now? I've never had to use. I'm gonna leave it for now. I've never had to use slow chat in my life, so we'll see. How you guys doing? I saw a couple mentions in there. Some people were like, "Oh, I'm here to see some 3D All Stars gameplay." You will not see any Mario 3D All Stars gameplay. So that's about to make 100 of you guys drop out. It is what it is. I will not be playing Super Mario 3D All Stars during this stream. Not happening. I have a massive Q&A. I have a whole bunch of questions already asked ahead of time I have to get through, and then I can get to your guys' questions. You can also super chat or donate and get your question to the top of the pile, and I'll literally answer it right away. Obviously, we can talk about Super Mario 3D All-Stars launches tonight. A lot of people got their copies early. Some people waiting on the digital version to activate at midnight. So there's that. We can talk about that. We can talk about the Direct that happened today. Lots of crazy stuff. Cube Game Build, I see you quickly for a shout out. FNAF for Life. I'm sorry, guys. There's so many people here. I can't keep up with the shout outs, man. I can't keep up with the shout outs. I'm trying, man. I can't. Oh, boy. I've never had this many people show up to just a standard little stream like this before. So, let's get into... Well, welcome all you new faces. I really appreciate you. I'm going to just get right into the questions that were already pre-asked. I had a community post go up and a Twitter post. And then we'll get back to the chat. So I apologize if it looks like I'm not reacting to the chat in the moment because I have a whole bunch of questions. I'm going to actually try to get these up on screen for you guys. So I'm not going to be looking at chat for a little bit here while I get through these questions. And then I will get back to you guys. I want to make sure you guys can see the questions that I'm going to be answering here. There we go. All right. I don't know. Let me zoom this in here. Give a good zoom. It feels like a good zoom. So Uncle Raj asked earlier today, when will I do a toe reveal? I mean, if you really want to see it. Ugh. There you go. There's a toe reveal. That's what you get. Hopefully I made your wildest dreams come true. Dylan Jones says, is a full open world Mario game possible, kind of like Breath of the Wild? It's absolutely possible. My boy Mario in an open world game, absolutely possible. Think of the amazing platforming that could exist in a world like Breath of the Wild, but built for platforming. Absolutely possible. They're probably never going to do it, but it's possible. It would be revolutionary if they did. Uncle Raj, what's 9 plus 10? I mean, I don't know, 90? Armando, once again, congrats on the 50K. My question is, what type of capture equipment do I use for gameplay? I use, for when I'm using the Switch, I use an Elgato HD60. It is an external graphics card, an external capture card. It runs like $100. At least it did at the time when I bought it. Then I also have a AverMedia 4K Pro. That is a direct capture plugged into the computer. It can capture up to 4K 60 FPS. Obviously will need that for next-gen systems. I also, this camera here that you guys see me through is running through that capture card right now. I'll have to change my setup if I'm doing Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 stuff. Because I want to, even if I'm not outputting the 4K to you guys, I want it to downscale from the 4K to 1080 so you get the best possible 1080p image if I'm streaming those next-gen games. What else do you say? I'm interested in uploading gameplay videos and looking for some good hardware. Yeah, Elgato HD60 is great. I think there's a 60S now, too. That's a little bit better. Keep up the good work, and here's our road to 100K. Yeah, guys, if we hit 100,000 subscribers by January 1st of 2021, I'm giving away $1,000 in gaming crap in the month of January if that happens. Our next big giveaway starts October 1st, which is the same day that we announced the 6 winners for the current giveaway, so stay tuned for that. Demon Rage 90 says, how long will we have to wait for the other batch of PlayStation 5s to drop? Have the numbers been the same with previous gens? So Sony announced that they have made more PlayStation 5s for this launch than they made PlayStation 4s. So more. As for how long we're going to have to wait, there's going to be new units coming in weekly. It's just not going to be a lot of units, and they're going to be sold out instantaneously. What are your thoughts on how Nintendo... Hey, we have a $2 super chat. I saw that. I see that $2 super chat over there. Israel Soda, 100 likes, and you can do Lavender Town music. We hit 100 likes. Nice. Lavender Town music. Gotcha. Lavender Town music. All right, 1 second. Let me get that music going. You guys see how I do it? It's all on YouTube here. You guys will see here for a second. Lavender Town. Oh, let's go with the original. I'm gonna have to turn that down though. It's about to blow your ears out. Oh, good. It was muted. Let's rewind that back a bit. All right. I gotta turn it down on my end. Thark says our new favorite number, $27 Australian. Thank you so much for that. All right. I don't know why the sound's not coming through on those notifications either. Let me see here. Also, what are your thoughts on how Nintendo will tackle next gen? Nintendo is apparently looking into top-of-the-line technology for next gen. So, Ampere, Volta. Ampere is actually the top-of-the-line stuff. So, I think they're going to have 4K DLSS 2.0, releasing at $2.99 to $3.99, and they're gonna do it in like 2 or 3 years. That's my opinion. E3 they're not gonna do an announcement. It's not coming anytime soon. I think it'll just be a Switch Pro, just a minor bump next year. But if you were Nintendo or any other companies, how would you consider tackling these situations? I'm not going to go too deep into that demon rage. That would take almost a whole stream for me to talk about that. Are we alone in the universe? The answer is no. We've already found bacteria on other planets, so the answer is already no. What is the thing you... Like, that's a fact. What is the thing you look the most forward to, either in Breath of the Wild 2 or Hyrule Warriors? Story, character relationships, new combat mechanics, etc. All of the above. Okay, so Breath of the Wild 2 specifically, story and exploration. Age of Calamity, story. Let's see here. Mesh and Hector. Where did you get the idea to name your channel Nintendo Prime? From Amazon Prime. A lot of people assume it's Metroid Prime. Amazon Prime was my inspiration for the name. It doesn't mean anything, except that we have a prime time when you're here with Nintendo Prime. Congrats on 53K. Thank you. Are we at 54K now? I don't even know. I can't keep up. The subs are coming in so hot, so fast. Just like the chat. You guys are just going nuts in the chat. I mean, we're pretty close to 54K. We're not quite there yet, though. Maybe we'll end up hitting it. What's some good advice for starting a YouTube? Also, what kind of tools do you need, and how do you capture longer videos on Switch? Capture cards. I already went over that earlier for that. For advice for starting on YouTube, Billy Bean, do whatever makes you happy. Just do it for the love of it, and just see what happens. Otherwise, I suggest some sort of external mic. Don't try to use a laptop mic if you can avoid it. You could literally record videos on your phone. It's a good way to start. And phone cameras are great, so if you're going to be on camera, phone cameras aren't a bad way to go. Stefan with the answer with the $5 and says, with Zelda 35th next year, do you think they will release a Zelda All-Stars or something similar? Thank you, Stefan. Cheers to you, man. They will do something similar. I don't think they'll call it All-Stars. That's more of a Mario-specific thing. I think they will do something similar. Thank you so much for getting that question in. What's up, Mark? The shots aren't gone for good, Mark. The Liquid Death is still active. That one's still active. The rest are kind of, I'm just doing drinks of beer for it because everything's going so fast I can hardly keep up. Let's see here. Cole Rogers said, what's your favorite games that are unknown by most people? Zelda 2. That's the one that some of my long-term fans might know about, but a lot of the new people will be very surprised that the Adventure Link is towards the top of my list. Are you an imposter? No. Alan Knight says, I remember you mentioning that you like chess in one of your streams. I think it was just the one today. Were I a tournament player, or did I play just for fun? I did play in tournaments, but I wasn't like in the national rank stuff. It was online tournaments back in the day on MSN Game Zone, baby. Who remembers? Who knows about MSN Game Zone? Come on. Who even knows about MSN Game Zone back in the day? So we used to put Age of Empires online on there. Do I have an OnlyFans? Do I look like no. People don't gotta pay to see this movie. How's the backflip coming along? Because why not ask that? It's not. Am I gonna win the Switch gift? I mean, I don't know. It's a random drawing. So I want to see you drink a can of beer in one go. You want? Am I getting challenges right now? A can of beer in one go. Is this even a new one, or is this an old one? A can of beer in one go. This is a 16 pint. A can of beer in one go? As always, I'm sure we have some young people watching. Don't drink if you're not old enough, and if you are old enough to drink, drink responsibly. Warning, as I have my too much head beer. I gotta try to drink this all in one go. Oh, it's not gonna be a strong one, of course. I don't have, this is the only beer I got. So I'll do it for you just because of the question, I suppose. Can I do it? Yes. Ooh, big burp's coming. Oh man. Every time, if you guys are old enough and have ever chugged a beer, there's always big burps after. The music was requested by a super chat. check down in the chat. Or down in the thing. All donations and super chats can request Nintendo music. And people are like, holy man, how did you do that? I could shotgun. I could do a lot of things. How many times ago from that song? That song's almost done. Do you think Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity will have a badass story? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, it will. It's going to have a badass story. This question is regarding 3D All-Stars. I have a Hori Split Plat Pro. I want to play Galaxy, but the ball and Manta mission seem to be an issue. How many motion-controlled necessary missions are there in Galaxy 1? I have no idea off the top of my head. I'm going to think I think there's like 4 or 5. I know Nintendo implemented workarounds, but I've heard the workarounds aren't great. But it's still possible. Just add alcohol. $2 Gaming Craft 101 says, hey, Nintendo Prime, what time is 3D All-Stars coming?
You can't get in shape because you don't.
And that's the end of that. 3D All-Stars is, I believe it's coming out in 4 hours. Pretty sure it comes out in 4 hours. Maybe it's 3 hours. I don't know if it's going on Eastern, Central, or Pacific time. Or maybe it's all local. It's 8 p.m. for me. So, I mean, if it's all local, then who knows? But thank you so much, Gaming Craft 101. Matteo Gross-Slavinsky says, do you post or stream gaming videos? Like videos of you gaming? If not, you definitely should. And you should start with Hollow Knight if you want. So I have Hollow Knight. I've played the hell out of Hollow Knight. I'm actually like frustrated that we're not hearing news on the second one. But I don't do a lot of game streams. I do some. It's probably like a couple times a month I'll do some game streams. Usually for big launches I'll do one. The reason I'm not doing one for 3D All-Stars is, if you guys can believe it or not, I'm not going to have 3D All-Stars on launch. I have a paycheck that's literally pending in my bank and might not clear till sometime next week. So I don't have enough money on me to go out and get 3D All-Stars digitally or physically. So otherwise I would stream 3D All-Stars for you guys. But I can't. So, I mean, I could hack my Switch and do the illegal method, but I'm not doing that. So, yeah, I will just enjoy the game next week. But for big game launches, we usually do it, or if I just want to do some multiplayer gaming and stuff, play with our patrons and stuff once in a while. Once in a while. Let me see here. Y2 Wrestling. I'm interested in Series X, but I wanted to ask, is there any pre-order of the console or a bundle that comes with a year of Game Pass? There is the Xbox All Access for $25 a month, $35 a month. That's all you have to pay for 2 years, and you get Game Pass along with it for 2 years. And Xbox Live Gold. So, yes? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have a Nura Obsane pledge for $1 over on Patreon. Thank you so much, Nura. Cheers to that, man. Clickbait stream. You know, it's funny when people look at the streams. This is just like a little conversation point. It literally says massive Q&A, 3D All-Stars launch, Nintendo Direct, MP Live. I'm not streaming 3D All-Stars. I've said it at the very beginning of the stream. I am not going to be streaming Mario 3D All-Stars. This is not that kind of stream. And I put the massive Q&A at the front on purpose so people would realize that this is not a game stream. So if that's what people think is happening, I mean, come on. Even in the thumbnail it says Q&A. Look, yeah, we're kind of sort of celebrating the launch of 3D All-Stars. I just can't play it right now. And I see Jalen Vincent. Why is your channel so good? Well, thank you for thinking my channel's good. I don't always think my channel is the... When did I first start drinking? 21. I did not have a drop of alcohol in my system until my 21st birthday. And I am not 21 anymore, let me tell you. I wish I was. Are you planning to play games for your channel? Playthroughs. I have debated on doing some like Let's Plays once in a while. But typically, if I do it, it's going to be of Age of Calamity, Breath of the Wild 2. I'm a really big Zelda guy. So I like playing a lot of that. But usually I like playing it live. I like interacting with the chat while I play. So, if GameStop cancels my pre-order bonus, will I ever get it? No. GameStop only has like 10 of those pre-order bonuses for 3D All-Stars per store. So if you got an email saying you're not getting it, you ain't getting it. It's a one-time thing, and GameStop did not get as many of them as they thought they would. So a lot of people who pre-ordered a GameStop specifically for it are rightfully pissed off because you're not going to get it. What's my favorite 3D Mario game? I'm not going to rank all of them, but I'll tell you my favorite is Super Mario Odyssey. Max Owen says, what do you think the next Mario game will be like? Maybe VR or just another Switch Mario game? What do you think? It won't be VR. I mean, what are they going to do? Take the Labo VR? I have Labo VR. I don't know where my headset is right now. I think it's actually upstairs. I have the Labo VR, but they're not doing Mario VR. Mario Kart or Mario Odyssey 2? I mean, you could say it's actually Bowser's Fury and, Mario 3D World next year, if you want to argue what's new. How did I get into gaming in the first place? My dad. He was playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out back in the day, went to the bathroom. I picked up the NES controller, and I never looked back. He got mad at me because he was on Mike Tyson, and I got him killed. Killed. I made him lose. He was not happy about it because it's the first time he had ever made it to Mike Tyson. But from that moment on, I was hooked on games. That was the very first game I ever played. And then I played this game called Gnome on PC at my grandma's after that. I played Return to Zork. And then started getting into like Mario 3D Land or Mario Land, I guess it was called, not 3D Land. That's the DS thing. Mario Land back on Game Boy. I played a lot of Game Boy stuff back in the day. Let's see. Cooper Donaldson says, how do you run a YouTube channel? What goes into making videos? Good question. Everyone's different. Every channel and every person's different. There's no right or wrong way to run a channel. Right now, I'm kind of on a content binge. You can ask any of the regulars in the chat, like Mark and Corey that are modded, that outputting 5, 10, whatever videos a day, that ain't normal Nintendo Prime. I don't usually have that many videos coming out. 1, sometimes 3. But obviously the channel's on a roll, so I'm trying to keep the momentum and keep that roll going. So I've never had my channel do this in my life. I got to be honest with you guys. All you guys watching, all new and old, my channel's never had this happen. I've never had 200 plus people watching a Q&A. I've never had, multiple videos in a row hitting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, one of them over 100,000. I've literally never had this happen. This is the most popular my channel has ever been in the 3+ years that I've been doing this. We got Super Vega Man with the top 5 Smash DLC character question. Of course, top 5 Smash DLC characters. Now, Super Vega Man, it's going to be hard for me to catch it in the chat, but are you talking about what I want for DLC characters, or are you talking about my top 5 of the DLC characters that exist? I have to specify on that. I have to specify on that. I have to know what you meant. I'm staring at the chat now. I know there's a little bit of a stream delay, so I'm staring at the chat to see you clarify on what you meant by that. I might miss it. I'm gonna go back to the question. Questions over here until I see what your clarification is on that question. Anyway, so for YouTube channels, there's no right or wrong way to do it. My process, basically, Koopa Troopa Poo, welcome, man. Yeah, dude, it's crazy tonight. So what I do is I scour for news. I have a billion different places I go for news. There's Reddit, there's M4G, there's Go Nintendo, Nintendo Life, IGN, bunch of people I follow on Twitter. I probably check over 50 different places for news a day. And if I find something interesting to talk about, I do some initial research. And then if I decide I'm gonna make a video, I come down in my studio, which is built into my house. It's this giant room in the basement. Like, you guys only ever really see this. There's like a whole bunch more over here. There's actually a whole nother set right here, which I haven't used in a while. Might come back. I got a green screen set. I also have a news desk kind of set that I use for unboxings or anything like this. If you go look at me putting the RGB controller together a while ago, you'll see that I use that desk to do that. Anyways, Super Vega Man clarified. He said personal wants. Okay, personal wants. Conker's at the top of my list. Conker from Conker's Bad for a Day. I don't care if he's pissing on everyone in that game. I freaking love Conker. He needs to be period. I gotta come up with 5 though, man. You would figure it'd be easy to come up with 5. I guess Waluigi. I know that's a popular one, and it's not going to happen, but I'd like to see Waluigi get in. Let me see here. I would honestly like to see Master Chief get in. I don't think it'll happen again, but I think Microsoft would be willing. I don't know that Nintendo would even ask. Beyond that, let me see here. I want to see Earthworm Jim get in. I'm not even going to comment on it. Just Earthworm Jim. And then number 5. I mean, my list is so unoriginal. It's so unoriginal. I mean, of course I'm going to mention the guy from Kingdom Hearts. Because it's so unoriginal. But I can't help it. Like, I really want that guy in the game. All right, so there you go. There's the 5. What's my favorite gaming console ever? It might be Switch. It's been Super Nintendo for most of my life. Switch might have overtook it. The Heat went from down 17 to up 8. Man, the Miami Heat are going to win again. Please don't spam in the chat. Mario Game Player and Jeff, you wonder why you were timed out or whatever. You were spamming in the chat. Please do not spam in the chat. How do you plan on making content about 3D All-Stars or 3D World? So, I don't do a lot of gaming content. I'm more of a news channel. But I do impressions sometimes. I was planning to do impressions of 3D All-Stars. Won't be able to do that till next week. Not sure how much you guys will be interested in it, but I'll probably still do a video on it. So yeah, I'll probably stream it at some point, and I'll, do some impressions of it, and that's pretty much it. I don't have any plans. Now, I might do a longer form impressions of 3D World on the new content, because there's actually new content. 3D All-Stars is games that I've played multiple times in my life. So my opinions on it probably aren't going to change much from what they've been my entire life. Let's see here. What are your thoughts on the rumored Ninja Gaiden trilogy? Do you think it's real? I do think it's real. Have you played, or do you still play ARMS? I have played ARMS. I don't play it anymore. My main was Ninjara. Thark chiming in saying he wants NES Ryu. Yeah. I know you'll do a live stream of Age of Calamity, dude. If it's Zelda, yeah, I won't let what's happened to me with 3D All-Stars happen with Age of Calamity. If it's Zelda, day one, we'll probably have a midnight stream, dude. I love Zelda that much. I make time. When Breath of the Wild came out, I streamed for like 10 hours a day, 4 days in a row, Breath of the Wild. So, what's your favorite character in Mario family? Pick any. Probably Toad. I just like Toad. What do you think is going to happen in Bowser's Fury? Bowser's going to be furious. Totally unoriginal take. Michael Endra says, if your preferred platform to play on, PlayStation or Xbox, or do you like all of them? I like all the different platforms for their different merits. PC, even mobile phones. Like every device has its different merits. So I don't have anyone. I mean, obviously I prefer Nintendo because of the games, but I don't really have like a specific console I won't play on. Mark hits us with the $25. Make you holler. Says, I was planning to do $30 tonight, but the phone won't let me, so you're stuck with this. Also, Nate, don't worry. I'm not requesting the song. I don't want to mess up your momentum. We do need to find a new theme song, though. A more appropriate one. I did kick off the stream with a karaoke version of it, but I didn't sing it, of course, But yeah, that song, we have an old theme song, guys, for the stream, for Nintendo Prime live streams. That's not exactly appropriate. YouTube doesn't care. It's not a YouTube thing. It's me worrying that if I play it, we're going to instantly lose 100 viewers because it's not exactly, let's just say it's very, very much a PG-13 strong NC-17 kind of song. And we've never had this many viewers for me to even worry about it before. Why did I become a YouTuber? I was writing, so like the short abridged version is I was editor-in-chief of ZeldaInformer.com and the Zelda Informer Facebook page and blah, blah, blah. Ran that for like 12 years. The site got bought out. They kept me on for a year. Then they let me go. And I was doing NintendoPrime.com, which is still a website, but I don't update it as much as I'd like. And then I kind of decided that YouTube's the way to go. YouTube is the future. And so that's what I do. YouTube it is. And I enjoy it. I actually enjoy doing YouTube. That's kind of the crazy part about it. I really do truly enjoy it. What's up, Waffles115? I see you. I'm doing all right. Would you prefer an open world game like Breath of the Wild or a game where there's a set story like Mario 64, Sunshine and Galaxy, Breath of the Wild all the way? It's my favorite game of all time. What are my kids' names? I don't mind telling you their names, but you cannot. I'm not going to show you them. So I have a 9-year-old daughter named Melody. I have a 7-year-old son named Aiden. And I have a 5-year-old son named Oliver. And all of them are in full-time school. Do you think Mario Galaxy 2 is coming to Switch? No. I'd like to think it's going to come as DLC. But, man, I get this strong feeling that it's just not going to come. I think someone at Nintendo who has a say doesn't like the game. I won't say who because I don't want people to start hating on this person at Nintendo. But it's just a feeling. What's my favorite Mario game? Already answered that. What are your opinions on Nintendo's 2020? It felt really bad for most of the year, but now that we're nearly done, it actually seemed pretty decent. 2020 was fine. It was a down year, but it wasn't like the worst of worst down years. Like, if you remember the end of the Wii U life, that was a bad year. That was a bad, bad year. 2016, we got, Color Splash, and that was it. Like, it was a bad year to be a Nintendo fan in 2016. Beyond the hype for Breath of the Wild because of E3, and then the excitement over a new console launch. That kind of, minimized some of it a bit, but it was not a good year for games at all. Not from Nintendo anyways. So, it wasn't that bad of a year this year. I mean, we got Animal Crossing this year. We're getting Age of Calamity. So we're getting a Breath of the Wild prequel. We're getting, the 35th anniversary collection. Which, again, not new games. I get it. There's criticism that it's not new games. You may want to remove those videos just for family privacy and stuff if you have. Yeah, the Prime Family videos. Yeah, I know, man. If my channel is actually going to blow up and keep blowing up like this, there's probably some cleaning up I need to do of some of my older videos because my family is present in some older videos because back when YouTube actually allowed children to be around. Now that they don't allow it, I don't know that YouTube would get rid of my channel over that old content, but you never know with YouTube. You never know. Let's see here. What is your favorite game of the collection? Do you think they might release similar collection? Probably Galaxy is my favorite game of the 3D All Stars collection. Do you personally think that Super Mario Galaxy will be added? No, I already answered that. Why do you use? Oh, here we go. I was wondering when this question was going to come. Why do you use over-dramatic titles that don't tell the full story? Are views more important than being honest to your audience? I knew this question was going to come. I'm glad that Logan Weatherhead asked it, though. I don't run away from stuff like this. I don't shy away. You realize when you're on YouTube that you either play the YouTube game or you don't play at all. I've been a YouTuber, not just the last 3 years. This channel used to be the Zelda Informer YouTube channel. So I've been a YouTuber for 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. It's been a while. You don't get views. You don't grow on YouTube without playing by YouTube's rules. And YouTube's rules state that you need people to discover your content. And to get them to discover your content, you need a very enticing thumbnail and a very enticing title. The problem is, how do you make an enticing thumbnail or an enticing title as a news channel when the news isn't always exciting? You try to make the news sound maybe a little bit more exciting than it actually is. Is it a little bit of a fib? Is it clickbait? You can call it what you want. I mean, it's factually clickbait. But it's not like a bait and switch. I don't try to get you in and then the story isn't actually related to the title. The story is. I can't give you... It's called a tease, is what they call it in the industry. It's called a tease. You need to tease your audience to get them to show up. So, if you don't do that on YouTube, if you just go with boring, mundane titles and thumbnails, nobody watches. So you can be like, our view is more important than being honest. It's not that views are more important. It's that you can't grow on this platform unless you do stuff like that. You can even look at tech tubers, how much they exaggerate in their titles and their thumbnails, and nobody really criticizes them for it because the people understand you have to do that if you're on YouTube. YouTube is a social media platform. You need to play by social media rules. You don't play by the rules of a traditional website like IGN or Go Nintendo or Nintendo. You can't play by those rules. If you want to grow on YouTube, you got to play by YouTube's rules. And YouTube's rules are people want to be excited by everything you put out. And to make them excited, you got to embellish a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and apologize for it. I'm just playing the YouTube game. And it took me a lot of years to realize that. Why is my channel blowing up right now? Because I'm playing the YouTube game. I finally gave in and said, you know what? I'm playing the YouTube game. And the thing is, all of you guys are here in this stream because of that YouTube game. From not all of you, but a huge chunk. I'd say like 150 of you, 170 of you are here because I play the YouTube game. And so many of you have said how much you love my channel, you love my content, you love it. So here's the thing. You guys wouldn't have even discovered the content if I didn't do this stuff. So I'm just going to keep doing it because what's the point? There might be a point where my channel is big enough that the audience alone will get me 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views a video. And then I can be like, you know what? I'm cool. I can dial it back a little bit. But it's just, yeah, the bait and switch. If the good content doesn't back up the sensational video topics, that's a terrible channel. Yeah. And that's the thing. I try really, really hard not to bait and switch. The bait and switch clickbait bothers me to the core. I try so hard not to bait and switch. I try to make sure that the content is related to the title and thumbnail in a way that, while not the whole truth, it's enough of the truth to get by. And you guys in the chat can let me know if I'm doing a terrible job. You're always going to have detractors. Logan Weatherhead obviously doesn't like what I'm doing, but plenty of you guys do. So it is what it is. I've got 200 plus likes on the stream. Shout out to you guys. Zane and Mario, Sonic Deluxe Gaming, Yoshi, Panda Moss. What a long username. Do you prefer Mario, Sonic, or Zelda? Or Yoshi? Oh, man, you want me to rate them? It would go Zelda, Mario, Sonic, Yoshi. Sorry, Yoshi. Jacob Monk says, what do you think about Microsoft's strategies for their gaming division? They seem to focus less on exclusives and more on accessibility options and given deals like Game Pass. I think Nintendo could benefit from the moving towards this line of thought. So I like what Microsoft's doing. Just flat out, I like what they're doing. And they do have more exclusives. They bought all these studios out. The exclusives just don't hit you big like a Horizon Forbidden West or a Miles Morales or a Breath of the Wild. Like, they don't hit you big like that. Halo Infinite was the one thing they had and they delayed it. So I think the best thing to do here when you're looking at this stuff is to just realize what Microsoft is doing. They're playing from behind and they're playing from the budget perspective because they can afford to play from the budget perspective because they're bigger than Nintendo and Sony put together. I like what they're doing. It's very consumer friendly. And could Nintendo benefit from it? Probably not financially. Sony recently came out and said they can't do Game Pass because they would lose money. Because they spend so many millions of dollars making their games that they would lose money doing a Game Pass-like subscription service. Sony literally just came out and admitted publicly they can't afford to take the loss that Microsoft is clearly taking to run Game Pass. Now, Microsoft's end game is long haul. They're thinking, we got 10 million subs now. Let's get it to 100 million. There is a breaking point where you get enough subscribers to Game Pass that you are making massive profits, just like Netflix. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to become the Netflix of gaming. So they are investing in those losses now to make it up big on the back end, which it might work. So Nintendo's not going to do that either. When you see Animal Crossing New Horizons sell 20 million, when you see, Smash sell 20 million, Mario Kart sell 20 million, Breath of the Wild sell 20 million, Nintendo ain't giving up those $60 a pop 20 million sellers for a subscription service. They would lose money. And frankly, Nintendo and Sony don't need to do it like Microsoft does. Microsoft needs to create value. Sony and Nintendo don't have to create value. So, Edward Norton with the $1 super chat. Thank you, man. I'm almost through these questions on YouTube. Then I got to hit the Twitter quick. If you could get a sequel to any game or movie right now, what would it be besides Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild? So you remove the two obvious choices. Man, if I can get a sequel to any movie, like you said, if I could, then I want a sequel to Tommy Boy, which means Chris Farley has to be alive. So I want Chris Farley to come back to life and create Tommy Boy 2. Like this time from the dad perspective, but maybe he doesn't die at the beginning. Spoiler warning there. All right, that is the end of those questions. We're head over to Twitter quick here, because I asked this question on Twitter as well. Here we go. We got a few questions on Twitter. Corey Bohm, who's in the chat, who's doing a lot of the moderating tonight. Thank you, Corey, for all your hard work trying to keep the spam and everything at a minimum. Cena suggested the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity creates 3 timelines. Ganon wins, Breath of the Wild. Ganon is defeated, a new Adult Link timeline. Ganon is defeated, a new Child Link timeline. Please use your deep Zelda knowledge to inform us of your thoughts. Actually, you don't need a deep knowledge to inform you of the thoughts. We've seen some cutscenes already in that trailer. We know that this is what takes place in the Great Calamity factually in the timeline. It's not going to create a split. This is just explaining what happened 100 years before Breath of the Wild. Period. It's not going to have multiple endings. You could argue you could split the timeline off any Zelda game. Ever since they added the Link Dies timeline, basically off of Ocarina of Time. Ever since they added that timeline, you can split that. You can have any game have that timeline because nothing happened in Ocarina of Time to suggest that timeline exists. So because nothing happened in the game that suggests that exists, any game you could die and have a split. But that's not what's going to happen in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Age of Calamity is literally going to be a factual, linear telling of what happened 100 years before Breath of the Wild. It's going to be a trilogy. There's not going to be a split off from it. I won't even entertain it. Bicopter Official says, do you think Nintendo starts to slack off in quality whenever they become successful because they know whatever they put out will sell regardless? No. Isn't the Switch proof of this? Think about it. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Even if you don't like what they did with it, you can't say that they were lazy about it. They put a lot of effort. Terraforming, they put a lot of effort. Swimming, they put a lot of effort into Animal Crossing New Horizons. Even the new Paper Mario game, it might be one of the best Paper Mario games out of like the last handful of them, right? Like, if you look at a lot of the games they're releasing on Switch, Smash Bros. Ultimate, like they seem to be like the peak of the franchises. So are they becoming lazy or are they slacking off? Where's the proof? They delayed Metroid Prime for crying out loud because it wasn't up to standard. So I don't see any proof of this. So I don't how can I even have this conversation? They haven't slacked off right now. And they're super successful. Maybe more successful than any platform they've had in the history of the company right now. And I don't see a lack of quality. KY White says, Five Nights at Freddy's. How many of you have played out of the 7 mainline and 4 spinoffs? None of them. I am not a FNAF fan. I know there were people excited about the announcement, but I just don't care about that franchise. That might be a better question for like Matt Pat over at Game Theory, since he does so many videos on Five Nights at Freddy's. He's probably played all of them based on the videos he's made. How do you feel about Nintendo and other companies like Xbox and PlayStation in general? I think they're all entertainment companies. They all exist to make money. They all make billions of dollars. All I care about in the end is, am I enjoying your products? Thark says, will Switch outsell PlayStation 5 Series X in November? Yes. Do you want a reason? I have reasons. Careful with the spam in the chat, guys. Come on. That's why stuff's getting hidden, because you guys are like spamming some, like the last one was a bunch of symbols, and come on. Let me see here. KYY, go into depth on why Hyrule Warriors 1 should be canon and is a perfect way to string the rest of the timeline with Hyrule Warriors 2 and Breath of the Wild 1 and 2. I don't think it should be canon. Like, I could try to make the argument on why Breath of the Wild should be canon, but I absolutely, utterly do not agree that it should be canon at all. I don't even think it should be linked to Hyrule Warriors 2, if I'm completely honest. I don't think it is linked to Hyrule Warriors 2. I think it's completely separate. It's a celebration game. Best Mario game, Super Mario Odyssey 2. Already went there. All right. We're done with all those questions. You know what that means? We have caught up, and now I can take questions from the chat. Let me get rid of that on-screen thing. There we go. Now you can see my mug. You can see my beautiful face. All right. A few things I want to mention before we get into your questions from the chat. Which, by the way, if you want your questions answered, obviously super chats and donations get your questions answered right away. Otherwise, you can try to ping me in the chat, but the chat's moving really, really fast. So getting those super chats and whatever and are going to be great ways to get your questions answered right away because I literally won't be able to keep up. PS5 and Switch Xbox Series X competition is good. Competition is fantastic, Jussie. Thank you so much for that too. I'm not even sure what currency is that. Is that pounds? I'm not even sure, but thank you so much for that. Thark says you need another mod. You're winking. I can add another mod quick. Hold on. I'm not like Player Essence. He mods like everyone. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He literally mods like everyone. I don't mod a whole bunch of people. I'm gonna put a trusted person, another mod in here. Here. Congratulations to 8Thark. You are now a new mod. And if everyone's like, what the hell? Like, dude, Thark's been with my channel a long time. He knows how I run my streams. He knows what's allowed and what's not allowed. You know, I got to go with the long time people that know how I do my shit. All right. There's a couple things I want to mention. First off, over here we have this mystical thing going on. So we have donations galore. I don't know why there's this like white glow down here, but I kind of like it, so I'm gonna leave it. I don't know what it is. Is it coming? Like, is this an effect? I have no idea what that white glow effect is, but I like it. So if we get to 100 members on Patreon, we will start a Patreon exclusive giveaway next month. Let me see where we even are on Patreon right now. I'm going to go log in quick. I haven't checked because the Patreon one's a lot closer than the YouTube members. And then I'll also give a check on the YouTube members one as well. I can tell you the YouTube members giveaway will be a bigger giveaway. But what do we got here? Let me go to my page here. Patreon.com/NintendoPrime. So we're at 61 patrons. So if we hit 100 patrons on Patreon.com, there will be Patreon exclusive giveaways for just those patrons. And then same for members. Now the members, I believe, is a $5 thing. It's where you hit the little join button on my channel. That one will be a slightly bigger giveaway if we had 100 members. I think there's a way for me to check how many members I have. I think. No, I know there's a way. It's just remembering how to. It might not even be called members anymore. How to check how many members you have on YouTube. Because we got to Google this. Manage channel memberships. There we go. See your members. That's what I want. There's a memberships link. See, I always find it by going through Google's search documents. So we have, let me see all members. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we only have 6. But if we can get 94 more members, I mean, the kind of giveaways I'm talking about are like a Switch Lite giveaway per month. 2 games given away per month just to YouTube members. This doesn't change the giveaways that I do overall on the channel, but it massively increases your chance of winning something. And you're going to get 50 entries for being a YouTube member to all of our public giveaways as well. And you already get 15 entries for being a Patreon member. So I'm just throwing that out there that like those membership tiers are going to have some actual perks that go along with them that are beyond just more entries in public giveaways at some point. All right, enough of that. That's money talk. Who gives a shit about that? Let's look at some questions from the chat. So you ready tomorrow morning for 3D All-Stars? Jamie on Forever? No, I'm not, because I'm not getting it. I know. Controversy. The man who had all these popular 3D All-Stars videos telling us how to get it and how to get it cheap and how to get it here and how to pre-order there is not going to get the game. I'm waiting on a paycheck. I'm an adult like everyone else, and I have priorities, and the little bit of money I have now is what I get by supporting my family until my big check comes. I have a massive paycheck coming, but it won't arrive till next week. So I can't get the game tomorrow. I got to be an adult. I can't get the game tomorrow. I can't buy it digitally, can't buy it physically. I'm not rich. If I was rich, I would have the game tomorrow. I'm not rich. I budget accordingly. What a game. Nice, Mark. For the Bucks' sake, I kind of want the Heat to like go all the way because then it makes the Bucks' loss not look as bad. Especially if they end up sweeping Boston. That'd be crazy. But yeah, like I'm not rich. I just budget accordingly and invest wisely. But I'm a full-time college student, a parent of 3. I'm definitely not rich, let me tell you. Let me see here. I love the way you run your channel, says Max Owens. You interact with your fan, unlike some bigger YouTubers in these times. Some just need someone to talk to. Don't ever stop, man. I try. I can't literally interact with everyone, but I try. You know, I'm on my Discord channel chatting with you guys during the day. For those that are there, I try to interact with people as I can. I try to shout out as many people as I can during the streams. I try. I really, really try. Tonight at midnight, you're getting started on Sunshine, says DeFox. Nice. Batman, is 3D All-Stars worth buying? I can't tell you that. Do you think it's worth buying? Have you played the games? They're 3 of the greatest Mario games of all time. But, I mean, if you've already played them, you don't have to play them again. Responsible 100%. I try. Well, ain't that but an A. It is, man. I was hoping the check would come. I knew the check would be deposited today. But then it's such a big check, the bank's going to end up taking a week to clear it because it's unusual. It's unusual that I have such a big check. To my bank anyways. It's unusual. So they're going to hold it. They're going to double check it. They're going to make phone calls. They're going to do this and that. And then it'll be cleared on like the end of next week. It's so dumb. It's the way banks go sometimes, though. For Smash, news in. Nintendo Prime for Smash? Nah. Don't put me in Smash Bros. Don't be slapping me in those Smash Bros. Did that Chase guy mean that as an insult, or was he trying to like use it in a different context? We don't allow that language, Chase Finney, but I'll let you come back and see if you were trying to insult or you were trying to use it in a, like you're my boy, you're my bro, or whatever. I didn't see all the chats, so I'm gonna cash that student loan check, boy. I don't actually get a student loan check till the spring, so I ain't cashing shit. I just can't wait till Tuesday. You could get the game 12 hours early for English version. Yep, you could have. Thark says, can we please have your reasons why? Here we go. I got to cheers to this one. Can we please have your reasons why the Switch will sell more than PlayStation 5's the Series X in November? A few people in the chat wanted to know too. It's pretty simple. Oh, do we have a new patron too? Oh, we had a new patron. Hold on. I got to shout out the new patron as well. I don't know if it popped up in the thing. Marvelous. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon. I appreciate it. So let me get to your question. Why do I think Switch is going to sell more? Number one, Switch is going to have more stock. There's going to be more Switches available to purchase than PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series X's. There's just factually going to be more of them. Nintendo has streamlined their manufacturing. They're back up to max capacity. They're operating at supposedly 120% capacity right now. Nintendo's going to have more Switches available to purchase than there will be PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series X's. They're just going to. Nintendo's going to have 10, 20 million available to purchase between November and December. That's number one. Number two, Switch is still a hot ticket item. It's still a hot ticket item. We don't even know what they're doing for Black Friday yet. We don't know if they're going to price cut to $250. We don't know if they're going to start bundling games in like crazy to try to make it look like a good value compared to the Xbox Series S. I don't know. We don't know what Nintendo's going to do. But the Switch is selling like crazy, and we have no reason to believe it's going to stop. Just because the new systems are coming, they're sold out. PlayStation 5 is sold out. PlayStation 5 can't sell anymore, basically, than it's already sold. Switch can just keep selling. And keep selling. And keep selling and keep selling. PlayStation 5 can't sell more than they've already sold. So PlayStation 5 might sell 10 million. I have no idea. Nintendo's going to sell 11, 12, 13. Somewhere in there. So, yeah. I'm not worried about Nintendo. This is before you consider they'll have 3D All-Stars likely back in stock for the holidays. And they're going to have Age of Calamity coming out, which I realize Hyrule Warriors isn't always the biggest seller, but I think they're going to really play into the angle that this is an official Breath of the Wild prequel. And advertising, they're going to mention this is a prequel to the most popular Zelda game of all time. This November, come join Link in a prequel to find out what happened in the Great Calamity 100 years ago from Breath of the Wild. They're going to be pushing it heavily as a Breath of the Wild prequel. And it's going to sell 4, 5, 6 million this holiday and push 3 million Switches on its own. So, yeah, Switch is going to do great. Switch is going to blow up this holiday. Heat win! Go Heat. Personal wants. What do you mean, Super Vega Man? Got to put a little context in these. Personal wants. What do you mean? I personally want everything. I want a $5,000 gaming computer with a 3090 in this bad boy. I want the top of the line Ryzen Gen 4 that doesn't even exist yet or isn't out publicly yet. I want a 20 terabytes of PCI Gen 4 storage in my computer for editing purposes. I want an Xbox Series X, a Series S, a PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 all digital, a Switch Lite because I don't even own a Switch Lite. So I want it all. I want it all or nothing at all. That's not true. I'd rather have something than nothing. When you call Domino's. That's it. Who knows that commercial from back in the day? God, that's like back in the 90s. I'm such a 90s boy. What are your thoughts and predictions on Legend of Zelda games next year? Breath of the Wild 2 will be the big one, and they'll do a collection pack for sure. Beyond that, I have no idea. Try to ping me in the chat if you want your question asked, guys. There's so many. Obviously, super chat and donate to guarantee your questions get answered. But Nick Figures, welcome, Nick Figures. Haven't seen you in a while. I don't know why companies still second guess if Nintendo will make them money. I figured when Switch released, it's selling well would break that Wii U mindset. Guess numbers don't talk. They say numbers don't lie, but dude, Monster Hunter is gonna do big numbers next year, guys. Dude, that's gonna be a 4, 5, 6 million seller. It's gonna be the best third-party selling game on Switch. Guarantee. Monster Hunter is going to do huge numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We have Robert Rios as a $1 Patreon joiner. Cheers, man. Cheers for the $1. Thank you for joining there. By the way, if you hit that join button and become a YouTube member of my channel, you will join the Prime family. That's right. The YouTube members are the only ones that are called the Prime family. I wonder if people are like, man, is he drinking pee right now? Is that pee? Is Nintendo Prime just squirting pee in his mouth? Does it come out at 12 a.m. for Eastern? I have no idea, King Battle Pro, because I don't have it pre-ordered. When will this release via USA? I have no idea. How are you? I am good. Is it acceptable to get my games at GameStop during school and practically raving for 30 minutes? Sure. When I was in high school, I would leave at lunch break and go pick up crap at GameStop. So when I was a kid, D3 Production says, I'm confused. I thought 3D All Stars comes out tomorrow. Why are there so many YouTubers doing stuff right now? So there are some YouTubers that have review copies. Some YouTubers bought the Australian version and have been able to play it since noon. Some YouTubers literally are in Australia, so they could just play it because it's been out since noon. They could be playing the leaked version. It did leak online. I put up a video about that. So they could be playing an illegal version of it. Or they got their copy early. I have heard many stories today of Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart about copies of the pre-order arriving today at some people's houses. So that's what you do. Minster Hunter outselling Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Monster Hunter? No, I think Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is going to end up selling 8 million. My prediction's 8 million for that one. Take that golfer shower, babe. What? What? SSRCR? What? What is happening right now? We got, by the way, we got filet mignon on the channel. God, that makes me hungry. Dude, come over here and make me a steak. I want a steak right now. Seriously, give me a nice New York strip going. You're going to have to pan fry it, though, because I'm out of charcoal and I'm out of propane. I guess I technically have a fire pit with some wood. We can cook it over the wood. What games would you want in a collection? For Zelda? Well, there's what I want is all of them. What's realistic? Twilight Princess HD, Twilight Princess, and the Wind Waker HD bundled together. That might be all they do. I'd like to think they throw Skyward Sword in as well, but I mean, let's see here. It comes out on digital at 12 a.m. Eastern. There we go. Thank you, Alex Edinburgher, for doing the research. 12 a.m. Eastern. It comes out digitally. They must have watched a video how to get it early. Yeah, all those YouTubers playing it, they clearly watched my video on how to get it early. That's what they're doing. I can smell your mic. That smells good. I know. Sometimes I eat my mic during streams. Sometimes I eat my mic. I don't have to be that close to the mic. But it's like a habit. Because when you want the highest quality audio, when you're doing audio only, you get up this close to the mic. For those that want to know, this is an AT2035. It's a nice microphone. $150 microphone. It's a good mic. But it's XLR. It's got to be powered. I'm using a... I don't want to get into my whole audio setup. Let's see here. Got a question. Would you want the game? If not, why? What game? I want all the games. Any game that exists, I want it. Even the bad ones. You meant Golden Shower? Golden Shower. Oh. Oh, get that Golden Shower. Oh, my God. Boom. There go the viewers down for that one. Or here come like the 11-year-olds. What's a Golden Shower? Let's not go there. The second shipment of EB games for the PlayStation 5 is sold out. Now they are taking pre-orders for the first 2021 shipment. I think PS5 really has stock issues. Your opinion? Yeah. This happens at the launch of every system. You guys forget what launch of Switch was like? This happens at the launch of every platform. COVID or no COVID, this is what happens. This is nothing new. So get $1,000 out and go to eBay, because that's what's going to cost you to get a PlayStation 5 this year. Do you have a favorite Animal Crossing game, and do you have a reasoning for your choice? Probably still the GameCube version, pure nostalgia. It was my first Animal Crossing game, my first experience with the franchise. So it's totally a nostalgia thing. Oh, I have Yulia calling in. I gotta mute the mic for a second. Hey, honey. Hey. Was I supposed to? You haven't said anything to me. I'm the last person to text. Yeah, so was I supposed to say something? You didn't say anything. Oh, well, I'm live streaming to 200 people right now. No, I won't do it. There's some children in the chat. I gotta be careful. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what happens. A lot of the subscribers are children, so.
Are you drinking?
No.
Unsurprising.
I mean, I'm having beer, but that's it. Nothing else. So I don't count that drinking.
Are
That's
you
not.
becoming an alcoholic?
Honey, it's just a beer. Jeez, relax.
You drank last night?
No, I didn't.
Okay, the night before?
Maybe.
That's
I think it was 3 nights.
more than I have in the last 2 months. Yep, you're an alcoholic.
Thanks. Well, you know I'm making money, obviously, but anyways.
I don't care.
What are you worried about?
I can make money too and be drunk. It's called be a stripper.
Okay. So I should play some music
So
for
you
these
want me
guys.
to become a stripper?
Hold on, I gotta play some some music for these people that are just sitting here like, what is he doing? Who's he talking to? How's work? Boring?
I'm just doing my schoolwork.
So it's kind of weird when I went to use. See, I have a new audio setup, and I went to mute my mic, and it didn't work. Lessons for next time. That was the old lady. That was the old lady. She's at work. No, not sex. She's at work. She works till midnight tonight. That's why I'm streaming. I usually don't stream at night. The music was drowning out. No, the music wasn't drowning out. I actually muted it through Streamlabs. Once I got that super chat that said, "Hey, your mic is on." Thanks, Corey, by the way. Epic song as I turn it off. Good evening, everyone. It's funny how many people dropped off. Oh man, he's got real life shit going on with his fiance. I'm dipping out. All right. Why we got an elephant and a cloud? Is that supposed to mean something? An elephant and a cloud. Here are some speed questions. What is your favorite animal? Stingray. What's your what is your perfect game? Breath of the Wild. What is your perfect console? Super Nintendo. What's your favorite food? Tacos. Where do you want to travel? Anywhere that there's a medieval castle. Nick Figure says, I want the next gen Switch to have the same power gap with the PlayStation 5 as the current Switch does. With the PlayStation 4. Like, just enough to get a few major third-party titles like the current Switch. All right, cool. That's cool. Elephant fart. Okay, that's what's supposed to be, an elephant fart. Okay. I guess elephant fart it is. Elephant fart away. Hi-ho, silver. Away. Oh, my God. Don't get me started with the horse, Corey. I saw a PlayStation 5 at Series X price, and I'll just say Nintendo needs a price drop to stay competitive. They're not going to need a price drop this holiday. I want them to, but they don't need to. You know Switches are selling out still, right? Switches are still selling out. Nintendo has literally no reason to drop the price. You don't drop the price when the consumers are telling you don't need to do it. That's all I can say. You don't drop the price when consumers are telling you don't need to do it. Why does Nintendo not drop the price of their games? They don't need to do it because the games keep selling. Breath of the Wild is just in the top 10 last month in the United States. Came out in 2017. Why the hell would Nintendo drop the price? Nintendo doesn't need to drop the price of anything this holiday. I know it feels like they should. Xbox Series S is the same price. But it doesn't have Nintendo's games. And ultimately, that's what's selling the Switch. It's selling out. They're not going to drop the price. I want them to, but I don't think they're going to. Is there an East-West software divide between Nintendo and others? PlayStation and Xbox seem focused on Western-like AAA games. The Switch seems better focused on Japanese. There's always a software divide, doggy. There always is. Oh, my God. Mark! Damn it, Mark. If I could design a console and game, what would it be like? Switch and Breath of the Wild? Oh, it would be just a more powerful Switch with Breath of the Wild. Unbiased Nintendo fans says they really do. Series S will be the same price as the Switch. PlayStation 5 is $100 more. Both are colossally more appealing than Switch. See, an unbiased Nintendo fan. I know you claim that you're unbiased. You've always claimed that you're unbiased, and we've had a lot of conversations in the past. But what I could say is this, and this isn't me defending Nintendo. I think Nintendo should drop the price. I think absolutely Switch needs to drop to $250 minimum. Switch Lite should drop to $150 minimum. I think that's what Nintendo should do. But I'm going to tell you factually why they're not going to do it. Because they're going to sell out at their current price. You talk about how, the Series S is the same price. PlayStation 5 is $100 more. You won't be able to buy a PlayStation 5. It won't be there. There won't be any PlayStation 5s on store shelves this year. Period. You won't be able to actually buy one. It doesn't matter that it's $400 for the all-digital version. You won't be able to buy it. It won't be there. It's gone. They're taking pre-orders all the way up into 2021 right now. You will not be able to walk into a store and buy a PlayStation 4 this year or a PlayStation 5 this year. You won't be able to do it. It won't happen. I don't know about Xbox, but you will not be able to do it with PlayStation. Now you can talk about Xbox. That's great. Xbox is doing great. I think the Series S is a great platform. They still have no games at launch. There's no reason to buy a Series S at launch. There's no reason to buy an Xbox Series X at launch. Unless you just are a tech head like me and you're an enthusiast, there's not really a reason. There's no games. To be honest, not really a reason to buy PlayStation 5 at launch either, because there's hardly any games. All the games are going to be on PlayStation 4. So to be honest, there's not really a reason to buy those systems just because right now, not till later. Down the line, there will be major reasons to buy those systems. But right now, Nintendo's the one that's got the games, and they don't have a system replacing it. At the end of the day, the Switch is going to sell out too. And it's going to sell out at $299 without Nintendo having to change that price. You have to look at it from a business perspective. The Switch is selling out. You do not price drop business-wise in the middle of being unable to keep your system on store shelves because the demand is so high. Nintendo can't even meet demand. That's not when you lower the price. You don't lower the price when you can't meet demand. You lower the price when you can't sell. Prices are cut when systems aren't moving. Systems are moving like crazy for Nintendo. So factually, Nintendo ain't cutting shit. They're going to keep that price because they have no reason to change it. You could talk about the logical reasons about the power differences and the appeal of the other platforms. That's great. The appeal of the Switch isn't changed because of that. You could talk about how they're more appealing. All right, well, let me tell you something. As appealing as those systems are, they don't have 3D All-Stars. They don't have Age of Calamity. Oh, and by the way, the way I'm playing my Switch right now, you can't do that. Oh, man, I got to go to the bathroom. I could take it with me and play. The appeal of the Switch is the portability. That is the appeal. The appeal of this platform is that you could take console-quality games and play them anywhere. Whether it's on your TV, whether it's in the bathroom, whether it is on the airplane, at school on lunch breaks, or recess if you're that young, whatever. Like, the appeal of the platform is that you could play it anywhere. No matter what is going on with the Xbox Series X, S, PlayStation, they're not portable machines. The only thing you can argue is xCloud. And we still don't know Microsoft's full launch plan and what they're going to do with xCloud right now. So there is no competition. Series X and Series S, PlayStation 4, 5, are not competitors with Switch, not in the traditional sense. They don't replace what this platform does. So you might have less appeal for Switch right now because you are more interested in those other platforms. But the general consumer base don't agree with you. This platform just sold 80,000 plus units in Japan last week. 3D All-Stars comes out this week. This unit's about to sell millions more. Nintendo has zero reason to drop the price. I want them to. I really think they should. But business-wise, they'd be dumb. They'd be throwing money away. They don't need to drop the price. Because those platforms coming out can't go with you. You can't grab them and play Nintendo games on the go. So, that's my little spiel there. Again, I agree. It feels like they should drop the price. But a Series S can't go with you. PlayStation 5 can't go with you. And neither of those games have games at launch that are so impressive that it's any more impressive than Age of Calamity. Any more impressive than, Animal Crossing that came out earlier this year. All three systems are going to be sold out during the holidays. I want to make that clear. I'm not saying that Sony and Microsoft aren't going to sell out. They're going to sell out. So is Switch. Without changing the price. So why would they change it? The soonest you're going to see a price drop is next year. And even then, it might be because Nintendo comes out with their new Switch Pro, and that's what forces Nintendo to drop the price. It might not even be because of what somebody else did, but because of what Nintendo's doing. Nintendo is not going to drop the price until people stop buying Switches. Right now, they're selling out, man. Why would they drop the price on a system that's selling out? Makes no sense. They're holding raffles in Japan. I want to make this clear. They are holding raffles at retailers in Japan for the opportunity to be blessed to buy one of the Switches that comes in that week. That's how crazy the demand is for Switch. There's raffles at retailers for an opportunity to spend money on a Nintendo platform. Sorry, man. I hate to say it. PlayStation 5, let me put it like this. Switch's current sales pace is outpacing the PlayStation 4. Now, assuming that they can maintain that pace, I don't know if it can. But if they maintain the current 3-year average of Switch sales for another 2-3 years, it will outsell what the PlayStation 4 did. Like, Switch is crazy high demand right now. Crazy high. Now, I think they need to get some new hardware out there. I think a slightly upgraded Switch that's snappier. All games are 1080p minimum. I would love if they decided to go all out and release some power with it. But, like, I think they need to get some new hardware out there. But they're not lowering the price. I think there's a desire to lower the price versus the reality of the business. The reality of the business is, no, it's just like with 3D All-Stars. You can view 3D All-Stars as, is it really worth $60? You can say no. And that's fine. To you, it's not. But it's sold out. So maybe 3D All-Stars is only worth $30 to you. Doesn't matter. Nintendo's going to sell it at the price that consumers will pay. Consumers are willing to pay $60 a pop, which leads to the game selling out. So why would Nintendo lower the price? Why is Breath of the Wild still $60 in 2020 as the prequel's coming out? Because it's still a top 10 selling video game in every territory it's in, every single week, every single month, 3 years later. Why would they drop the price on a top 10 selling game? It keeps selling in the top 10. It's one of the most evergreen, it's the most evergreen Zelda game ever. Why would they drop the price? Because you want them to? It would be dumb from a business perspective. They have no reason to do it. Same thing with Switch. So, again, I'm not saying that I like these practices, but they're a business. They care about making money. They're not going to leave money at the table just because we want them to. Max Owen says, if you were given the chance to design the next Nintendo console, what would it be like? No bezels. Probably a $500 system. It would be built with the latest Ampere technology. It would have the latest Cortex cores. It would have 12 gigs of RAM. It would have 512 gigabytes minimum of storage, and it'd be $500. It would have 4K, DLSS 2.0. No ray tracing, because they're going to use the ray tracing for DLSS. But the games are going to look almost as good as PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. That's what I do. Literally, this is like the platform I've always dreamed of Nintendo making. I just want it to be better. I'm not even going to say the name of that game, Defox, because I always mispronounce it unless I just heard it right before I said it. What do I think of Final Fantasy 16? Do I like it? It looks like a Final Fantasy game. It looks good. It looks like a Final Fantasy game. I don't really have many thoughts other than that. It just looks like games I've played before. I guess is the way to put it. Just prettier. Let's see here. Mario Galaxy won't be added. It's a limited release, bro. Just quit it. What are we talking about? Do I think Galaxy 2 will be added? Oh, that's what they're asking about. Maybe as DLC, but it's looking unlikely. It was nice to dream for a moment. I know my video on that blew up. It was nice to dream. For a brief moment, I had a dream. That moment is gone. We're not going to get Super Mario Galaxy 2. I wish. I wanted to believe so bad that we were going to get it, but, we're not. It happens. What do I think of the Mario 64 remake? I can't give an opinion because I haven't played. Wait, was this the Q&A that was talked about on your Twitter? KY White, I answered all of those questions already. I literally went through all the Twitter ones and all of the ones on YouTube. So now it's an open forum. What's my plan to get PlayStation 5 midnight launch? No, there's going to be hardly anyone that has a midnight launch. I have a person who has multiple pre-orders in that I am likely going to be getting it from. I know I won't have it at launch. It'll probably be a week later. But that is the plan. Or I massively overpay someone online and buy it secondhand. But I don't really want to do that. I don't want to support scalpers. Do I watch any anime? Not anymore. I did it as a kid, though. Mario 3D All-Stars isn't found on Amazon at all? I find that hard to believe. I saw it on Amazon earlier today. It's just not available to pre-order because it's sold out. I literally, I'm opening up the Amazon app on my phone right now. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. What are you talking about? It's right there. Literally, type in Super Mario 3D All Stars right there. Boom. I'll open it up, make it bigger for you. I know it'll be a little blurry, but see, it's right there. It's just sold out. So you could see it. It's just sold out. Now there's probably a couple secondhand copies floating around on there for like $100 or something. I think I saw, because scalpers are gonna do what they do. Congrats for your subs, Esteban TR. I remember you, man. You've been subscribed since E3 2018. Nice. You really don't take shit from anyone. I try not to. I used to, but I don't really anymore. What are my thoughts on the new Harry Potter? Harry Potter looks great. Dude, that Hogwarts game looks fantastic. The Harry Potter game we've been waiting over a decade for, I swear, is what it looks like. We'll see if it pans out, but it looks like exactly what I've wanted from Harry Potter games for a long time. 2020 sucks. A lot of people are having rough 2020s. It's ironically been a very good 2020 for me, but I'm an outlier, I think. I think 2020 has been a bad year for almost everyone else. Is 3D World actually good besides the fact it was on the Wii U? Yeah, it's a good game. I might have even 100% of that game with my fiance at the time. I think Yuli and I 100% of that game together. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. There's an EU version for $99. What's my favorite TV show? House. Hands down, it's House. What's your favorite non-Switch game? Non-Switch game? I mean, Secret of Mana for SNES. How do you feel the next Switch will be in terms of holding up with the PlayStation 5's power? Do you think it would be even close, or will it be close enough to get some of the same major games? Even a next-gen Switch is not going to match PlayStation 5's power. You're not going to go 10 to 12 teraflops toe-to-toe in a mobile form. It's not happening. Not in the next decade. It's not happening. It's unrealistic. They don't have to. They only have to get up to like 2.5 with DLSS 2.0, and it will look just as good. As long as they put enough RAM and enough CPU power behind it, you can have a GPU putting out 2.5 teraflops, and you can use DLSS 2.0 to hit 4K, to hit 60 FPS, and have your games look almost as good, just no ray tracing. They don't have to come close. Thank NVIDIA for that. They invented the technology that made that possible. So they don't have to go that high. They don't have to match it. I don't know that that's what they're going to do. I know the rumors state 4K Switch next year. That's what the rumors say. But rumors have been saying Switch Pro for 3 years, and we still don't have it. So we shall see. It's hard to believe anything except what Nintendo says. Nintendo put out there, though, this week, they are investing in, basically top-of-the-line tech right now for the next Switch. They are investing in top-of-the-line tech. Nintendo said, Shintaro Furukawa, the man at the top of the company, said that Nintendo's investing in the top-of-the-line tech. And that they've never done that. They've always looked at how they can make cheaper stuff. And they said that's not what they're looking at right now. They're looking at top-of-the-line tech that has a threshold of at least 5 to 6 hours of battery life, but otherwise they want power. Nintendo came out and said they want that. This is a different Nintendo. This is a different president. Iwata would have never did that. But Shintaro Furukawa said, dude, Switch is blowing up. We need to offer a platform that does, or looks like it does what the other platforms do, but does it on the go. I think that's what Shintaro Furukawa was saying. We need to be able to make it look like we're doing what the other platforms are doing, but smaller, sleeker, on the go. I think that's their plan for the next Switch. Shintaro Furukawa ain't playing around. I'm a huge fan. I love your Nintendo videos. All I want is for you to please give me a shout out. 08 Lego Master. There's your shout out, man. I literally can't keep up. The chat is moving so fast. Hey, bro. I'm a big fan of your channel. Keep up the great content. No problem, Almighty Savage Animator. Max Owens. What not very well-known games do you highly recommend? Well, I'm just going to go look at Switch right now. Since it's right in front of me. It's easy for me to look at. Feudal Alloy is a really good game. Really good indie game. Not well-known. Advent. Fairy Fencer Advent. Dark Force is pretty good. I gotta go with not well known. Not well known. So I have a lot of well known stuff, but let's see here. Hiroki's really good. I wouldn't say it's difficult, but it's a good game. Let's see here. Not well known. Not well known. Not well known. I mean, Tiny Metal is really good, but is that considered not well known? Like Tiny Metal is like Advance Wars, like another. There's also another indie game like it too, but Tiny Metal is a really good one too. Let's see here. Not well known. Just kind of going through my list here. Yeah, I guess that's probably it on my Switch for not well known. I mean, Gallic Variant Z is really good too. If you've never heard it, Late Shift, by the way. Late Shift is like a movie game where you make decisions in the movie. FMV game, I think they're called. It's really good. It's a really good one. If you've ever wanted to like make decisions in a movie and have different outcomes, it's a really cool game. I've live streamed it before. I think I've live streamed 2 different endings of it. It's really cool. Yeah, I gave you a shout out, man. I shout out people all the time. I try to shout out the entire chat, but I can't now. Not now. The chat's too big. Katana Zero, says Lord Red. Katana Zero, Golf Story. Golf Story got a lot of love back in the day, though. Nintendo was pushing that hard. That's why we got Sports Story now. Dude, we can't even see what you doing right now. Yeah, it's because I was looking down at my Switch to look at games. I don't have the Switch up on screen for you guys right now. Wargroove. Wargroove, yeah, that's the other one. Wargroove is the one. Wargroove and Tiny Metal are 2 very good Advance War I would say knockoffs. They're just it's inspired by Advance War. If you could have any name that isn't your real name, what would it be? Errol. Arroll. Speaking of indie games, I bought my first indie game 2 days ago. It's called Weakwood Throne. Nice. Is it all right to ask non-gaming questions? It's always all right. I can't guarantee I will answer the non-gaming questions because non-gaming questions usually get personal. I'm willing to talk about some personal stuff, but not a lot. Boga Bros, calm down. Calm down, Boga Bros. Boga Bros. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. That is some spam. Maybe I need to slow the chat. You know, it's funny. I'm on the back end. Do you figure slowing the chat would be on the back end? And it's not. I should just look it up. How do I slow the chat? All right. How to slow the chat. Live chat basics. Top chat. This view filters messages such as potential spam to help make chat easier to read and more useful. There we go. How do I do that? How do I do that? Is that like there's got to be, is that like a setting here? I'm on the back of YouTube right now. Participants, and that's not it. They don't tell me. How do I do it? So you tell me this exists, but then how do you do it? That doesn't help. Is that after the fact? How to slow the chat in YouTube streams. Slow mode. Okay, I don't want to watch a video on it. But how do I turn it on? This is how do I turn it off? How do I turn it on? Oh, man. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't slow it on YouTube. Maybe it's impossible. It might be impossible to slow the chat. It's on the chat itself, I believe. That's what I thought, but let me pop out the chat. Maybe if I pop it out, there'll be more options. So I popped out the chat. Let's see what happens here. The chat's popped out, and oh, here it is. I got it. Wait, no, it's already on top chat. I already have it that way. It's already on slow mode, and it's too fast. How fast? Hold on. How fast is it in live mode? Let me switch to live. Oh, holy crap. All right. Yeah, back to top chat. We're going back to top chat. Holy crap. Holy crap. If I'm missing some of you guys' chats, I'm sorry. I cannot handle that live view right now. That is crazy. We're going to go with top chats. Top chats it is. We're going to close it here. We're going to restore the chat over to the side. All right. Have you ever noticed how when you got the money to cover something, small things pop up to slowly eat away at the money for stuff you want? Yeah. Yeah. Forgot to tell Taco Bell no guac. No. I'm not a fan of guac either. Hey, please give me another shout out. your friends are watching. Oh, 08 Lego Master. Shout out, man. Welcome to the stream for the second time. Legit friends that are watching. Welcome him to the cool club. Hey, Nintendo Prime. I already did that. I already showed you out again. Let's see here. Does $20 off at Walmart trick still work? I told somebody about it, and I will be embarrassed if I'm wrong. It does. Still works. It's going to work until the 30th. Walmart's not going to patch it out because it's a limited coupon. They're not going to patch it out. They're trying to get people to sign up and for their online stuff. They're not going to patch it out. I'm a huge fan. I already gave you it, man. You see why the mods are having to work? We have to read every live chat. Yeah, dude. I see that. Maybe I need it. Mark, are you saying, are you the only mod here? Do I got to add some more mods? If you're the only mod here, I should probably add some more mods. I mean, I caught something before the mods did because, you know, mods are putting in work today. The mods are putting in work today. Eric, ruler of Russia. Dude, did you know my fiance is Russian? Cheers. Cheers. Thank you so much for the $1. I appreciate it. Sonic Man's here too. Edward's here, but he's not chatting. So hyped for tomorrow. Corey's here as well. I'm gonna give J-Lo a bump up too here. J-Lo, congratulations. I don't know how crazy. Is this how crazy all of my streams are going to be? Am I going to have 100+ people on every stream I do now? Is that like a thing that's going to happen? Is my channel hitting the big time? Is this happening? Is Nintendo Prime becoming a big deal? Am I going to be able to walk around like, what's his name? From Anchorman. I don't know if you've heard of me, but kind of a big deal. People know me. Is that what this channel's becoming? I mean, I've just gained more subs in a week than I've gained in 2 years. What was my favorite childhood TV show? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a half shell. Turtle power. Power Rangers is pretty far out there too. The OG Power Rangers. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah, because you have 50K. 50K makes me a big deal, huh? That's what it took. It took the 50K mark to make me a big deal. 100K by the end of the year so we can celebrate. Dude. I legitimately might cry for a half hour straight if I hit 100K before the new year. And not because I promised $1,000 worth of stuff. Not crying like, oh my God, how am I going to pay for it? No, that's not what it is. It's crying just because I've never thought I would ever get anywhere close to a silver play button. But we'll see. A lot of the momentum right now is 3D All-Stars. So that game's coming out now. That views of that are going to slow down. I think the growth is going to slow down. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm still going to keep the news coming. I'm still going to be making videos. I'm still going to be, covering Age of Calamity coming up, Pikmin 3 Deluxe, all that jazz, next-gen stuff. But I expect, anyways, that viewership's going to drop significantly. But if it drops, but it's still higher than what it used to be, that's a positive, too. You're obviously not going to keep things at the max, This whole max 200-plus live viewers, getting, 100,000-plus views a day. Like, that's not sustainable. Not on my channel, anyways. That's not sustainable. But maybe that I had a 10K views a day goal, like literally 2 weeks ago. Maybe that's more realistic. Drop back down and we're up to 10K a day or something. Hey, thank you so much. My friends are going crazy right now. YouTuber, call me out. Well, I'm glad your friends are going crazy. Can you answer my question about 3D All-Stars? What was your question? The chat's moving really fast, so it's hard for me to keep up. You might need to ask your question again. Oh, wait, no. What time would I be able to 3D All-Stars online pick up tomorrow on Walmart? You need to check your local Walmart, see when it opens. You should be able to order it before it opens, but you might have to wait until it opens to do it. You could also, show up in person at opening and get it for $50. So even if the trick doesn't work, you can still get it for $50 in person. What do you think of Robert Pattison as Batman? I think it's a little... Did that just get deleted? That got deleted. Okay, never mind. What do I think about Robert Pattison as Batman? I think he makes a good Batman. Better than I expected, anyways, based on what we've seen so far. Don't have COVID. Relax. Little tickle in the throat. Yesterday is just another day so far away. No, it is not a gameplay stream. I've repeated it several times throughout. We are not playing Super Mario 3D All-Stars tonight. Sorry. Wish I was. We'd probably have a lot more viewers if I was. If I was playing Super Mario 3D All-Stars, the literal thing would be, hey, come watch me play Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Would be like probably what the title would be of the stream. But I'm not. So I literally put Q&A at the front of it so people know, like, hey, we're not like, this isn't a game stream. I tried to make it look like it's not a game stream. So many people are mixed on Sunshine. They were mixed on Sunshine back in the day, too. I think Nintendo will start to compete with PlayStation and Xbox with them investing in cutting-edge technology, or Nintendo will still do their own thing. They're going to do their own thing. The cutting-edge technology doesn't mean we're getting a 12 teraflop Switch. It just means that they're going to take advantage of DLSS 2.0, and we're going to have 4K because of it. That's what I really think all it means. For everyone watching who isn't subscribed, do it. If you're into video games, especially if you're into video game news, then this is the perfect place to get you. Let's get him to 100K. Thanks, Max, man. I'm pretty sure almost everyone in this channel has to be subbed, right? Is there anyone in the chat? I'm no pressure to subscribe, but is there actually anyone in the chat who is not subscribed? I'm like genuinely curious. Is there anyone who's not subscribed in the chat? Was I able to get a pre-order for PlayStation 5? I have a friend who has a pre-order I could get, but it will be a week late because he's got to ship it to me. That's worst case scenario. But I do not currently have a pre-order for PlayStation 5 in my name right now. But I do have access to one that I could have. Austin B's not a subscriber. Tyler Jr. YT's not a subscriber. Man, we got a lot of non-subscribers in here. Me, sorry. Damn. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. No pressure. Do I sing? Once in a blue moon. Used to be in choir back in the day. Anthony Corona says, hey, I can't wait to play Super Mario 3D All-Stars, waiting for my copy to ship. I own a physical copy of both Mario 64 and Galaxy, but not Sunshine. You're excited. Nice. Enjoy, man. Nick Figure says, I deleted my Robert Pattison question to fix an error, so I won't look stupid. Yeah, I think he'll be good, too. He's a good actor. I think he's a good actor. Some people like make fun of him because of the Twilight stuff. He was good in Twilight. Like, I get that it was like a girl tweener movie franchise, but he was good. Like, it wasn't like I confession, I've seen all the Twilight movies. They're not bad movies. They're not. It's just the audience that it was targeted to, I think, is what turned people off more than the actual movies did. You think the full flood feature in Super Mario Sunshine heavily changes the gameplay experience for new versus old players? Yes. Does Nintendo Prime cover only Nintendo, or do I cover PlayStation, Xbox as well? I cover primarily Nintendo, but I do cover stuff that interests me with Sony and Xbox as well. I cover everything with a Nintendo focus. Now, normally my other videos that aren't Nintendo related, nobody sees them, so then nobody knows. Well, like my last one on PlayStation got a lot of views. But, yeah, we'll see. I might do some live streams of PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, and we'll see what happens. But, like, I do cover everything, but it's primarily Nintendo. Think about it like Game Explain. Game Explain covers primarily Nintendo, but they also cover other stuff. It's kind of like that. What is your favorite game of the my favorite game of the collection is Galaxy. Do you think they'll release a similar collection for 3D Land, 64DS, and Galaxy 2? No. One, 64 DS is Mario 64. I know that they have some different stuff in it, but yeah, no, they're not doing that again. No. What video are you most proud of, and what topic do you really want to make a video on? Good question. You with the hard-hitting questions, having to actually make me think. Hold on. I have a video I made. In fact, I'll link it to you guys. I bet you guys haven't even seen it. I bet you most of you guys haven't seen it. I'm going to throw a link in the chat to it. So when you see a link to one of my videos, it is one of my most proudest videos. One second. That's right. I got to turn the zoom off that I was using for the stream here. All right. Videos. Not loaded by uploads. It's by... sort by views. Let's see here. My most proudest video is... where is it? Dude, it's crazy to see. Dude, it's so crazy to see that that video up here. That dang Super Mario Galaxy 2 video is one of my top viewed videos on the channel. It's so crazy to see that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Jeez, that's so crazy. I can't believe that video. Where is it? So many Super Mario 3D All-Stars videos are my most popular videos. It's pushing everything down. Oh. No, that's not it. Where is it? That's not the one I'm thinking of. Hold on. I haven't watched it myself in a while. A video I made a long time ago. Here it is. There it is. It's got 50,000 views too. Got good views. So I made this back in July of 2017, kind of towards the beginning of Nintendo Prime. It's what if the Wii U was the Wii HD and released in 2010. I really like this video and it got really good views. So I'm gonna link it in the chat if you guys want to go check it out. What if the Wii U was the Wii HD and released in 2010? Kind of an alternative history. Really proud of that video. Really, really proud of that video. And that it got a lot of views. Wasn't clickbait, wasn't legitimately. I did exactly what the title said, and people watched it back in 2017. Did you know the Walmart $40 glitch was fixed? Are you sure? I had someone just do it a little bit ago, and it still worked. Like a half hour ago. Your channel's blowing up, says Zach Taylor. We'll see. It's doing good in the moment. Please do not spam. 1 FPS, stop. Got him. Stop, dude. I got him. That's what happens when you have a really popular stream is, you're going to have people like that. Can Luigi be unlocked in Galaxy? Equal fan question. I don't remember. You know how long ago? I haven't played Galaxy. Someone else could probably answer that better than me. I'm not a Galaxy expert. Think PlayStation will ever try to team up with Nintendo? Nope. It's like mortal enemies. How are you enjoying 3D All-Stars? Haven't played it yet. Couldn't tell you. I cannot wait for Age of Calamity. I 100% of the first Hyrule Warriors. I did not 100% the first Hyrule Warriors, but I played a lot of it. It was those those side map things you could do. I didn't 100% those. The story I did, but I just couldn't. There was so much to do. Such a grind. Do I prefer Mario 3 or Mario World? Mario World. What does he say? Oh wait, Lego something. I don't know. Well, please no advertising your own YouTube channels. We don't do that kind of thing. We don't allow it because it ends up turning the whole chat into nothing but ads. So we don't allow people to do that. Thank you, mods. You guys are getting some work in today. Thank you for that. Is Super Mario 3D All-Stars worth buying if you already own the original games? That's up to you. Is an HD resolution bump and being able to play them on your Switch worth it to you? I can't answer that. Is it? Is it worth it to you? I don't know. Is it? They patched the backwards long jump in 64, but it's still possible to backwards slope jump in Galaxy. I have no idea, bloody. No idea because I haven't played it. What game do I play? Well, right now I'm playing a game you guys can't even play yet. Not on Switch, anyways. I am playing. See if you guys can see it. Oh, I don't know if it'll work because my light's right there. It's Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition. It's not even out on Switch yet. Yes, I have a review copy of it, and yes, I'm gonna have an impression video of it. On like next week, sometime next week. So that's what I'm playing right now. I played the hell out of Roller Coaster Tycoon back in the day. Also, Zoo Tycoon. I really want Zoo Tycoon to come back so bad. That's what I'm technically currently playing. Because I have a review copy of it that I'm doing at least one video on. I promised them at least one video. So, they also added many texture upgrades. Okay. I mean, you have to upgrade the textures to do a resolution bump, but please keep the chat to the English language. That would be appreciative since I only speak English. Do I have a gamer girlfriend? My fiance is not what I would call a gamer. She likes Animal Crossing. She likes Mario. She's probably played more Animal Crossing than I. In fact, let me check. I could tell how much Animal Crossing she's played. Yulia. I've got 50 hours in Animal Crossing. She's got 120. But I would not call her a gamer. No. But she supports what I do. Which gaming company do you think has the biggest rivalry? Nintendo versus PlayStation, PlayStation versus Xbox, Nintendo versus Xbox. It's PlayStation versus Xbox. Nintendo is not even playing the same game. Xbox and Sony are actively playing games with each other. So, do you think we will ever get Luigi's Mansion on Switch? Probably not. Not the OG. Hey, but Luigi's Mansion 3 is pretty good. If you guys haven't played it, Luigi's Mansion 3 is pretty good. It's really good, actually. Not just pretty good. Yeah, that's the thing with the Walmart thing. When you add a game, so for the Walmart trick, when you're using the grocery app, when you add the game is not $50. It's $49.94. You need to add, like, I mentioned this in the video. You have to add, like, a banana. Like, you can add a batch of bananas for 19 cents. That'll get you over the $50, and then you can get the $10 off. So I think what's happening is people are just adding the game, and they're like, why isn't it working? Well, listen to the video. You have to add something extremely cheap to push it past $50. Bananas are like the cheapest thing you can add. That's why I mentioned the bananas. All the OGs used to put random shit in the chat. Like, I'm hungry because they could. Now people are doing it and it ends up being spam. How things change. Yeah, things that aren't spam at the time because you're just hoping somebody says something. Something is spam when you have a lot of people saying a lot of things. Do you think there is a chance to get Majora's Mask in a collection next year for Zelda's 35th? I would like to believe it's possible. But what is your favorite Mario Kart game? Good question. All my answers are boring. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I think it's the greatest Mario Kart game. Like, almost all my favorite games in a given franchise are on Switch. That's why one reason why I love Switch so much. Although my favorite 2D side-scrolling Mario game is not on Switch. Well, I mean, I wouldn't consider it a Switch game anyways. What's the most popular game franchise that I don't like? Probably any racing game. Forza. But then again, those aren't super popular. God, I know there's one. Oh, fighting. Any fighting game. Super Smash Bros. It's not that I don't like Smash. It's not that I don't like fighting games. Actually, it pretty much is. I just don't like fighting games. Like, Smash Bros. Is okay. I find Smash Bros. To be fun in short spurts. But, dude, I don't even have all the characters unlocked in Smash. I don't have the DLC. And some people are like, that's such blasphemy, but it's like, I'm not a fighting game fan. Fighting games are not my cup of jam. Like, I'm dude, RPGs, adventure games, platformers, I'm not shooters even. I'm just not a fighting game fan. I can't help it. I've tried Like, all of them, and I can't get into it. Mario Party. I say that as, like, next time I do a multiplayer stream, I play Smash. I'm not very good at it, though. What are some games under $20 that I recommend? That requires me to know prices. Let me open the eShop. Let's see what's going on. They probably have some good deals on the eShop right now. eShop. The web browser. It's not even bad. Let's see here. Great deals. What do we got for deals right now? Dragon Ball Fighters is only $10 right now. 84% off. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. It's a good game. Ni no Kuni's at 15. That's a really... Dude, Ni no Kuni, if you haven't played, is fantastic. It's only $15 right now. Undertale's at 10. Can't go wrong with Undertale. Hades. Hades just launched like today on Switch. It's only $20. Really high review scores. I haven't played it, but the review scores are off the charts for it. You got Katamari. Reroll for $10. Dude, there's a lot of really great deals right now. Dragon Ball's Universe, it's $10. Let's see here. Ones that I know are good here. Suicide Guy is actually pretty good, and it's only $1. It's funny. God Eater 3 is pretty good, and it's $20 right now. Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 on Switch is $15 right now. For the next 5 days. All the Resident Evil games are actually on sale on Switch right now. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate's up for $16. A lot of them. A lot of good games up. Just go to the deals page and check it out. I mean, you like Hello Neighbor, that's almost 20, not quite. 24. I'm not a Hello Neighbor fan, but my daughter is really into that game. Anyways, just go check out the Switch deals, man. There's a lot of good games out there. Hades is a great game. Highly recommend it. I haven't played it, but it looks really good. Hades looks really good, and it's reviewing really well. And it's available on Switch right now for under 20. I picked up Dragon Ball Fighters. I was thinking about getting Ni no... Oh, dude. Ni no Kuni's good. Bro, it's so good. Congrats on the 18 million views. I hit 18 million views. That's a milestone I didn't even know about. I hit 18 million? What? Sub growth has slowed down. 18 million views. Man, where's my analytics? It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me how many views I have. Total. Hate that sometimes. Dude, I think the back end's broken. It says I've lost 2,000 subs. It says I made no money yesterday. I don't know what's going on. Maybe my YouTube channel is blowing up so fast YouTube can't handle it, and I'm already at 100,000. It just doesn't know what to do with it. Looking forward to Crown Tundra. Nice. That one hassle over here. Do not know if it'll work. 8K. What? I don't understand. Okay. Are you excited about new Mario All-Stars tomorrow? I mean, yeah. Revisiting games from my childhood. What's not to like? My brother bought Super Mario 3D All-Stars for me for my birthday. Unfortunately, I have to wait till next week for it to arrive in the mail. Yeah, that happens. It happens. How do I feel about Pikmin 3 Deluxe? I'm so glad it's getting a second shelf life because it deserves it. Pikmin 3 is amazing. I'm glad they're bringing it to Switch. I don't know how it's going to sell. Pikmin's never sold that well. But I have hope. I have hope. Do you know what love is? Just checking the latest news. Making sure I didn't miss anything big while I've been streaming. You say Nintendo and PlayStation are bigger competition than PlayStation versus Xbox. I don't think Nintendo and PlayStation even encroach on the same audience. Like, again, right now, Switch has no competitor. So, okay, Snivy, we gotcha. You don't spam the chat, dude. Stop spamming, man. Spamming is just going to do nothing but end up getting you banned if you keep doing it. Stop, please. Nobody likes a spammer. I know you're just trying to get your message through. You're trying to get me to read it. Just don't. Don't do that, dude. What do you think about 8K being a gimmick, especially when we as humans can't really discern 4K graphics? I mean, we can tell there's a difference, but that's because 4K goes past what our eyes can see. That is not true. 4K does not go past what our eyes can see. You just don't see an advantage of 4K. I can't even say that. I can't even say that you don't see an advantage of 4K unless you have a bigger TV. Because I have 24-inch monitors that are 4K, and I can tell a difference massively. Literally just looking at the resolution of just icons on my computer, it's a massive difference over 1080. We can discern 4K. We can discern 8K. It's all about distance to the screen and the size of the screen and all that jazz. Any advice for getting an RTX 3080 without using eBay? Mark, you already have 22 games you're getting. Don't worry about it. Next year. The advice is wait till next year. There will not be 3080 readily available till summer of next year. You're just going to have to wait, man. And hey, you might as well wait, because what happens if Big Navi comes out and they offer a card that does 3080 performance, but for $400? I'm just saying, let's just wait, man. Just wait. It's just, you're not going to be able to get one this year. It's kind of like PlayStation 5. You don't have a pre-order, you ain't getting one this year. Just give up on it. Come back next year. Have a good day. I got a question. When 3D All-Stars come out, can we play it right when it's midnight? Yes. Yes, you can. Yeah, Philip. I missed the entire stream. I'm still going for a little bit. We're not calling it quits yet. We got a little bit to go. 3D All-Stars, I believe, releases in 1 hour and 18 minutes if you have a digital copy in the U.S. You can't tell the difference between 4K and 8K. I can, but I can't tell the difference on my monitor, but I have been in front of an 8K television once, and I could tell the difference. But it was a pretty big TV. It was like a 70-inch. Which I know, there's 85s, 90s. There's bigger TVs than that. And no, I do not have an 8K TV in my house, guys. God, I'm not. I know people sometimes think, man, you're rich. You're rolling in the money. Dude, I'm paycheck to paycheck. I ain't rolling in the money. I just budget. Where did I get that hat? Where did I get this hat? Walmart? This might be a Walmart special, to be honest. Made in China. 2019. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just got this at Walmart. Saw it, and I'm like, sold. Thanks for that. I'm aware it won't be readily available. Still, though, PlayStation 5 prices on eBay are at least reasonable. What are the 3080 prices? Like, what's reasonable to you? PlayStation 5's $1,000 if you want to buy one. Like, the ones that are under are auctions. Like, when I type in PlayStation 5... Oh, if I spell it right. PlayStation 5. 900. But that's not a buy now. You want to know what they're really going for, you go by now. So where's organized by buy now? Buy it now. Yeah, $1,000. 1,000. 925. 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. There's a couple that aren't too shabby. I see in the buy it now. I do see one for $639. But that might be for the $400 one. I mean, the average price looks like anywhere from $900 to $1,000. What's the 3080s going for? I know what the listing price is. I mean, RTX 3080 here. RTX 3080s are going for, I go buy it now. I mean, some of them are insane. Some are 3,000. But like some of them are also just double the price, which is what PlayStation 5 is going for, double the price. So, I mean, you can get an RTX, 10 gig right here, 1,300. That's less than double the price. It's pretty much the same as what's happening with PlayStation 5. These prices to me don't look any worse got to remember, the RTX 3080 at retail costs more than a PlayStation 5. So, I mean, these prices don't look that insane in comparison. I wouldn't pay the prices for either one, but yeah, but that PlayStation 5, buy it now, but is that $750? Is that for the $400 one? So it's almost double the price. You got to look at which version it is. If it's the all digital, that's almost double the price. How's that any worse than what these RTXs are going for? Your logo is a mix between a Zelda bomb and a bomb. No, it's just a bomb. Just a uniquely styled custom art bomb. What's the chance of somebody stealing Super Mario 3D All-Stars? I mean, same chance that people could steal anything. Can I have a 3-word reason why I should sub? I am awesome. I was about to give you a reason you shouldn't sub. I should be like, you shouldn't. I'm a piece of shit. But, I mean, you control if you want to sub or not, man. I don't make people sub. If you want to sub for giveaways, cool. You don't want to sub for that, fine. You want to sub because you like my content, cool. No one has to sub. I appreciate it. I only found 2. They're there if you look. That's not too shabby. But, I mean, I'm looking at some of these RTX. Like, I found one here for $1,100. I mean, that seems comparable. Yep. I found a couple for $1,100, and that seems pretty comparable to that price. You know, because you got to look at, you know, we're talking about products that have completely different MSRPs. Don't touch macaron. What a name. PC Master Race. PC Master Race. Start getting that rolling up in this stream. PC Master Race. Oorah. PC Master Race. Favorite non-Nintendo game, says Macamain. Oh, Macamain. Don't you know you make me want to shout? I mean, Secret of Mana is not a Nintendo game. So that's already... There you go. Are you going to collect the Dragon Quest XI Switch? What? You mean the customized Switch? No. 2 hours till midnight forever. Do you think Galaxy 2 will be on Switch? Probably not. I wanted to hold out hope for a moment, but my hope is gone. I've given up. I've given up my hope. I just noticed that dude, I'm getting some high quality ads, man. I have a Linus Tech Tip Honey ad on one of my videos right now. Dude, I watch a lot of their videos. It's crazy. I'm getting some, dude, people have been saying they've been getting 3D All-Stars ads on my videos. I have yet to see one, but apparently it's a thing that's happening. Apparently, 3D All-Star ads are legit on my channel. Yulia's calling again. I'm actually going to mute my mic this time. Be right back. Sorry, that was my fiance. She's like, she had a call and she's done with school for the week. She's a full-time college student like me. Like, college is a little easier for me than it is for her. And she's got 5 classes right now, and she was crying earlier this week, and she was really struggling with some stuff, and I helped her a lot get through it, but she's so excited that she's done. She's done like a day early, and she's so excited about it. So like, she's like, you better be proud of me. I'm like, of course I'm proud of you. God damn, we gotta celebrate. We gotta celebrate good times. Come on, bum 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 bum. Next week, as we're in the middle of another, because that's when we'll have the money to celebrate. Next week. People give the Wii U a lot of baloney, but I mean, if it wasn't for the Wii U's failure, we wouldn't have had perfection that is the Switch. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows how much the Wii U played a role in the Switch? It's easy to connect the dots. I'll give you that. But we don't know what was going on inside Nintendo. Hey, Lemon, I'm a new subscriber, and I wanted to say I love your content. Well, I love you being here. Yeah, those vibes, baby. Dang, you're a good man. I try to be. I'm not. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, guy. Everyone makes mistakes. I have some skeletons in my closet, but I try my best, man. I try my best. Try to be a good dad. I try to be a good fiance. I try to be a good YouTuber. I try to be a good friend. I don't always succeed at all of it. Parenting's probably the hardest of it all. Try to be a good college student, a good adult, make responsible choices, like giving away 6 copies of Super Mario 3D All-Stars in my last couple streams back. Not exactly a smart financial choice, but it's okay. Made it happen. Scumbag Vave has subscribed. What a name. Will you try to get the Japanese version of the Switch edition of Dragon Quest XI? No. 0 interest. I mean, 0 interest in anything. Just don't care. I guess. Not 0 interest in it. Is golf a sport? Absolutely. Absolutely, golf's a sport. Is Zelda a sport? No. Be the best that you can be. Brought this up. You should Google U.S. to drop the U.S. survey foot at the end of... What? I don't even know what that means. Do I prefer linear or open world Mario? Always open. Have I played Golden Sun? I have played some of the Golden Sun games. Yes, Ryan. Are you planning to get the new Fortnite bundle if it comes out in the U.S.? Nope. And it's not because I don't like Fortnite, guys. I play Fortnite on my Switch. I don't collect Switches. So there's people out there that buy like all of the Switches, right? And I know like you can see like these 3 boxes back here. There's 1, 2, 3 Switch boxes if you look. And you're like, man, you collect Switches. One of those Switch boxes is my kid. One of them is my launch Switch that I don't own anymore. I sold it last year when I was in a financial crisis. And then the red box is my Switch. I have 1 Switch. Like I don't need a bunch of different Switches that are all the same thing just because they look pretty. I get collecting Joy-Cons. I get collecting Switches. I can't afford that. I would rather give away a Switch to you guys than buy another Switch for myself that I don't need. Catch my drift? I would rather buy a Switch for you guys than buy one for myself when I don't need it. It's not better than what I have. It's just prettier. Who cares? I know some people do care. Some people make a big deal out of those aesthetics. I'd rather buy you guys a Switch. Hence why I am buying someone a Switch this month. Do I prefer hot dogs or tacos? Tacos all the way. Taco man. Yes, I prefer the taco man. In all facets of life. Is watching Nintendo Prime a sport? No. I mean, unless you consider drinking a sport, and you're doing drinks along with me. And drinking's absolutely not a sport. Am I a gamer? I mean, would I be doing this if I wasn't? Gotta have a passion for it. Do I like Mario Galaxy or Mario Galaxy 2 more? I like Galaxy 2 more, Bacon. You'll get a Switch Pro. I mean, yeah, Switch Pro comes, I'll get that for myself. That's because it's a different, better Switch. Supposedly. Hopefully. Man, we have all these new subscribers popping up. But like, yeah, my back end has to be broken on YouTube. We're almost at 54,000. Almost, guys. We might hit the 54,000 in the middle of the live stream. It might happen, even though front end it won't show for a little bit. Because we were at 53,988 subs at the moment. 53,988. Might hit 54 in the middle of the stream. What are some party games you recommend if you play party games? 1-2 Switch is actually really good. 1-2 Switch is not bad for a party game. If you're actually going to play with other people, 1-2 Switch is a lot of fun. I don't have a lot of experience with them this time. I mean, Mario Party is always a good time as well. What's up, Mark? Welcome back. Is cereal soup? No. Cereal is cereal. When you hit 100K, that's going to be exciting. I'm glad you're so confident. I don't know if I'm going to hit 100K. I might never. This might be it. I might pop off for another 10,000 subs and then just sit there for 3 years. Yeah, nothing's guaranteed. There's no guarantee I ever see 100,000 subs. It's nice to think about. It is a nice thought that I will be a 100K YouTuber someday. It's a nice thought that I'll be a million sub YouTuber one day. But I mean, let's be realistic. You know? One step at a time, one day at a time. Just worry about what's happening in the day. Don't start being like, let me roadmap out. You know, yeah, I have this thing that if we hit 100,000 subscribers this year, then I'm doing a massive giveaway, but doesn't mean we're going to hit it. It's not like I'm going through my life every day thinking, yep, we're going to be 100,000 this year. Like, I don't know if we'll ever hit 100,000, but it is nice to think about. It is nice, very nice to think about. Is the moon real? Of course. What do you mean I'm lying? What am I lying about? What's the first game you're going to play in 3D All-Stars Collection? Galaxy. It's the game I like the best, so why wouldn't I play that one? What Switch do I have? Red box. Gray Joy-Con red box back there. See the red box? So I got the better battery life thing going on. Is Harry Potter a sport? Well, Quidditch could be a sport. Harry Potter itself is just an IP. A book series, a movie series, game series. If you start to record gameplay, just play, will they be just newer games? I'm not. It's not going to happen, so I'm not going to talk about it. Junior Tech Reviews. You try to shout out your channel, dude. Cereal is soup. I wonder what the official answer to that is. Cereal is soup. Is cereal soup? I understand the logic behind it being soup. Just a cold soup. No. Cereal is not soup. Wait, it is. Hold on. There are so many, dude. Dude, this is a hot time. Dude, this is a hot debate. Holy crap. What's Quora have to say? Let's go to Quora. In theory, breakfast cereal is supposed to be composed of cereal and milk in a bowl. Both are mixed and make a liquid-like meal with chunks that you should then eat with a spoon. However, is this a soup? Soup is defined as a liquid food made by boiling or simmering meat, fish, or vegetables with various added ingredients. Slang, a thick fog. Slang, added power, especially horsepower. So for this definition alone, the answer is no. So the literal definition of soup is a liquid food made by boiling or simmering meat, fish, or vegetable, which you do not do with soup. But that definition might not be good. Wikipedia says soup is primarily a liquid food, generally served warm or hot, but may be cool or cold, that is made by combining ingredients such as meat and vegetables with stock, juice, water, and another liquid. Hot soups are additionally characterized by boiling, blah, blah, blah. So it would be a no. There's no boiling involved and no broth, only milk added to cereal. By definition, it's not a soup, I guess. This is your answer? Really? Thark, you bastard. Taking advantage of the fact you have mod powers so you can link. Hey, cereal. By federal law, Canada defies cereal as soup. Jesus. Sorry for the shout out. Yeah, dude, we don't do channel shout outs, man. Don't do that again. You'll probably end up banned. Don't do that. We don't shout out channels like that. It gets to be too much advertising. Is hot dog a sandwich? Yes. Hot dog is a sandwich. The ocean is a soup. Best game I've ever played, Breath of the Wild. If cereal is hot, is it a soup? Well, you have to. It's not just hot. It's about boiling. What does it say? By boiling or simmering meat, fish, or vegetables. So it's not even the right ingredients. And you're not boiling or simmering it. Now, you could argue, there is an argument to be made for certain types of oatmeal, potentially, if you make it runny enough. Because I don't think oatmeal made correctly would be considered a soup. That's such a weird question. Volcanoes are soup. Let's move on. Sit here and just bore people that have debating on cereal and oatmeal and whether or not it's a soup. Is pizza an open face sandwich? See, look at this. Look at what we have. Is this should be coming the Nintendo Prime Food channel? The Nintendo Prime Food channel right now? First game I played on Switch, Breath of the Wild. My answer to everything. Oh, is it a gaming question? Breath of the Wild. Man, when you touch yourself at night, what are you thinking about? Breath of the Wild. When you tuck your kids in bed at night, how do you do it? Breath of the Wild. Next question, please. Next question, please. Man, how do you edit your videos? Breath of the Wild. It's just Breath of the Wild. It's Breath of the Wild for everything. I'm gonna start for every question you guys ask. It's not gonna be the answer, even though it's legit been the answer to a lot of them. If Nintendo's emulating Mario 3D All-Stars, why can't they emulate more games from their back catalog? They go after ROM sites. They know that there is demand for their games. Breath of the Wild. On a more serious note, because they don't give a crap, they're going to find a way to make money off that stuff down the line. Thoughts on Giannis going to the Raptors? Breath of the Wild. Breath of the freaking Wild. What's my favorite food? Tacos. I also like pizza. I also like strawberries. I also like a lot of stuff. Gonna get murdered here, but Breath of the Wild is meh. No! It's okay. I don't care. I'm not one of those people like, you have to like what I like. It's cool. Everyone likes their own stuff. How quickly do you think they're going to run out of Mario pins? They're probably already out. Well, I don't know. It's going to be quick. Like hours. Are buffalo wings made from buffalo or is it chicken? It's chicken. Jesus. Except in cases where people substitute buffalo. My favorite Sega Dreamcast game is Skies of Arcadia. Skies of Arcadia. Skies of Arcadia. It's Breath of the Wild. Virtual robbery. Give me your hat. Actually, if I hand it to you, is it robbery? Or am I just gifting you my hat? Maybe I like to be bossed around. Ever think about that? Maybe I like being told what to do. Watch out. Don't be getting me too hot and bothered over here. What game are you streaming tomorrow first? I'm not streaming a game tomorrow. I know what you mean. You're talking about 3D All-Stars. You weren't here earlier. I will not have 3D All-Stars tomorrow. I am waiting on paychecks that do not arrive till next week, which means I can't play 3D All-Stars because the money I do have, I need it to use to take care of my family. I have to be a responsible adult before I just buy for myself. But I have, stuff going on next week. I will be picking the game up next week. It might be a digital copy at that point, but I will be picking the game up. This is why you only have 150 watching. Why? 100 when people bring up a comment, this is why you only have 150 watching. You guys might not realize this, but before the last couple of days, my average live viewers are only like 30. I mean, I could hit like 80 or 100 during like a Nintendo Direct. I don't get 150. I don't get 200. Like, how many people are like? I used to stream until there was like less than 10 people watching. If I did that right now, I don't know that I would ever stop streaming. I think this stream would just go on forever till I die. Just being legit. Like, my channel is blowing up right now in a way that I can't even fathom because I've never seen it happen ever. This must have been what it was like to be Spawn Wave back in the day when he was blowing up, because he was smaller than me at one point and he just shot up. Like, when you hit that groove and you're flying up the charts, man, I don't know what that's like because I've never had it happen till now. Is this going to continue? I have no idea. I do know I'm going to be doing something next week Monday and see how you guys receive it. All you new audience members, see how you like it. But I'm not sure if you saw my earlier comment, but I hope you remember. It's me, Mackenzie. Oh, Mackenzie. I remember a Mackenzie. Send him money so he can stream. This is not me saying send me money. No one has to send me money. I'm the one doing the giveaways. People don't need to buy anything from me. It's cool. The fact I can't stream 3D All-Stars tomorrow is not the end of the world, guys. It is not the end of the world that I can't stream it tomorrow. Okay? Don't worry about it. I am buying stuff for you guys because I can afford to. I will get the game for myself when I can afford to, which is next week. It's not a big deal. Nobody has to buy me games. I'm good. If I really, really want to, I can go back here. I can grab some of my physical games. I could go trade them in and get the game tomorrow if I really, really want to. Like, literally, if I want to get the game that bad, I can go trade in games and get it. I'm just choosing not to trade in my games and waiting till next week. Even though I could rebuy all the games if I wanted to next week. Can you tell us about the Wisconsin version of 3D All-Star? Jesus. I have to head out later, J-Lo. Thanks for stopping out. When will you announce the winner of the giveaways? October 1st. Yeah, you get like 20, 36 tops. Yeah. I mean, every now and then I would top 50 if there was like a spicy topic to talk about. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, what I'm getting in this stream and other streams is insane. Just got back from 7-Eleven. What's good? What's good, man? What can you tell us about Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Nintendo Switch? That it probably doesn't exist. I know a lot of people discovered me because of that video. I had hope. For a brief moment when I made that video, I had hope. I feel like my dreams are crushed. My dreams are crushed. I did not make that video intending to mislead. I did not make that video with anything other than honest-to-goodness hope. Hope for my favorite Galaxy game to come to Switch. Hope I wanted to have. Hope that feels like it was all for naught. In terms of, like, yeah, it was just all for naught. Why did you start YouTube? I like talking about Nintendo, and I liked having an outlet to freely do it. No one tells me what to do with my channel. I do what I want. And that's nice. To be able to get my gaming opinions out there, to cover the things I want to cover the way I want to cover it. Yeah, it's just nice. I've been covering gaming news for a long time. I used to be a journalist, editor in chief to be exact. Do you think the moon is made out of cheese? No. GameStop employee, let me lock the doors. Don't worry, it's a new policy standard to lock the doors when you trade games in. We can give you 5.5 cents for these 10 games. I'm glad you remember me. A month ago, I told you I got a girlfriend. Yeah, okay, there we go. You lost your old YouTube account. Someone got into. Okay, yeah, I remember that. I remember that happening. How's that going? Hope things are going good for you and your girlfriend. Nintendo or PlayStation? I mean, dude. All right, seriously. My channel name is Nintendo Prime. A majority of my videos are Nintendo. I'm wearing a Mario hat. The symbol to my channel is a bomb. Is there any other answer other than Nintendo? Don't get me wrong. I have nothing against Sony and PlayStation. Nothing against. My plan is to have a Series X and a PlayStation 5 within the first week of them releasing. That is my plan. But I mean, come on. Like what? What? Man, like obviously I choose Nintendo because I prefer their games more. But that's just a personal preference. It's not a knock against anybody else. When are the giveaways announced? The winners are announced October 1st. For those who don't know, which are a lot of you guys, my giveaways are monthly giveaways. They're monthly. So that means at the beginning of the month, a new giveaway starts. And the old giveaway ends. I do monthly giveaways. I do them every month. So October 1st is the beginning of a new giveaway and the end of the current giveaways. So they're month-long giveaways. Once in a while, I will do like a live stream giveaway. Once in a while, I will do a live, but I don't announce when they're going to happen. They just happen when they happen. So once in a while, I'll do a live stream giveaway. But my overall big giveaways or normal giveaways, standard giveaways happen, per month. Now, my next giveaway is the big 50K giveaway. That's actually going to be a 2-month-long giveaway, and I'm going to have a smaller second giveaway underneath it. So basically, next month I'm going to be giving away Pikmin 3 Deluxe, but I'm also going to start the 50K giveaway that's going to run through November. So that's a different one. That one's going to be a 2-month giveaway, whereas the Pikmin 3 Deluxe one will be a 1 month. Hope that makes sense. Can you answer games about a game you don't have? Answer questions? I mean, I can try the best I can. That Demon Souls remake, that made my nipples hard. I'm one of the lucky ones that got Best Buy PS5 pre-order secured. Nice. Hopefully they don't cancel it. Sometimes these places take more orders than they get and then they cancel. So I don't feel anything is secure with pre-orders until the system is in your hand or it says shipped, at least. You're going to leave Alex later, man. Got another 15 minutes for you guys here. Xbox or PlayStation? Good question, Sebastian. I've always been more of an Xbox guy than a PlayStation guy. But PlayStation's got great games. Right now, I'm definitely leaning Xbox. Because as an adult, I don't just care about the games now. I care about who is earning my money. And it's so hard to argue with Game Pass. It's so hard to argue with the $300 system. It's so hard to argue with a company that's being honest versus a company that's being dishonest and doesn't care. Sony's being dishonest and getting away with it because they have good games. Microsoft's being honest as hell, even in having to delay Halo Infinite. They're being open and honest about everything going on. And it feels like they're being punished for it. It's not right. Like, I'm going to go with the company. If I had to choose, I'm going to pick the company that I can believe when they open their mouth. Even if the other company might have the better product in some regards. And yeah, there's a budgetary thing with it as well. Like, if you're a gamer on a budget, like, Jesus, why are you not getting an Xbox? Game Pass is like the greatest thing that ever happened for a gamer that doesn't have money. What was the first system I played? NES. You're excited for Final Fantasy 16? Nice. Your thumbnail says Mario 3D All-Stars Q&A. You haven't mentioned the game once. It's not a Mario All-Stars Q&A. And the game's come up like a billion times. You realize I've been streaming for... God, how long have I been streaming for, guys? 2 hours? I believe we're over 2 hours at this point. Maybe 2.5 hours? 2 hours and 45 minutes? We've been streaming for a long time. Trust me, 3D All-Stars has been talked about a lot. The Q&A is not 3D All-Stars related. It is a potential topic. So you see in the thing, it says Nintendo Direct All-Stars Q&A. It doesn't mean that it's all about 3D All-Stars. Come on, man. It's just saying, hey, 3D All-Stars launches tonight. We could talk about that, which we have. We have talked about that. Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah, it's been a long stream. What's your favorite Nintendo console or handheld of all time? My favorite handheld Nintendo-wise? It's either got to be the Game Boy Advance SP or a Game Boy Color for nostalgia reasons. A long time with no hydration. Yeah, we haven't had any super chats in a long time. Happens. It happens. It happens, Captain. I don't control that crap. It happens or happens. Oh, hey! We have officially hit 54,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much, man. We just hit 50K. We're going to hit 60K in like a week at this rate. I don't know if this rate's going to continue, though. It's got to be slowing down. But yeah, we're at 54,017 subscribers right now. Thank you guys for all that support. Sony's been bold-faced lying all over the place. Well, you don't get fined for lying. You could be like, oh, false advertising. Yeah, but before you even spent any money on it, you got the truth. So they get away with it. Oh. Man, I'm getting some really good ads. I'm getting like top tier ads on my videos. I'm not used to getting the good ads. Usually I get like the garbage ads, but like we're getting Fox, we're getting 3D All-Stars, we're getting like actual brand names advertising on my channel right now. If you could pick between two consoles, the PlayStation 2 or the original Xbox console, which one would you choose? OG Xbox. Halo, baby. I know PlayStation 2 has a lot of great games. No knock on PlayStation 2. Fantastic system. But man, I was a Halo man back in the day, man. OG Halo. Don't mess with that OG Halo, man. That was the heyday of Halo. What time does digital release? Should be out in 40 minutes. Oh my God, it's Makoto just subscribed. Thank you so much, man. The subscriptions come in so fast, like Streamlabs can't keep up with it. There's so many. I've never played Among Us. Nope. I've heard good things, but I have never played it. The Mario game shouldn't be on the app yet. Nope, not till tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. We need Mario Kart All-Stars. Give us a collection of all the Mario Kart games. Give us the Double Dash with the 7 and the 8 and the 6 and the 5 and the 1 and the 2. Just give us it all. Screw it. Throw a little world tour in there as well. Just give us that giant collection pack of all of them. Yeah. What was the first system you ever got at launch? $3DS. Wait, no, DS. Wait. 3DS, I think. I know for sure I got 3DS at launch. Might have been. No, I don't think I got DS at launch. I think it was a week later. So 3DS. So yeah, I got 3DS at launch. Wii U at launch. I've had every Nintendo system at launch since 3DS. 3DS, Wii U, Switch. 3DS XL. Blah, blah, blah. Except Switch Lite. I did not get Switch Lite. Or 2DS. So I guess, whatever. All, like, for a brand new generation, I've gotten them at launch. From 3DS and up. But I've owned all the Nintendo systems at one point. Microsoft has also been caught lying or breaking promises. Yes, they have been. The point I was making is that Microsoft in the present is being honest, while Sony in the present is not. Does that make sense? Microsoft has lied in the past. So has Nintendo. All three companies lied. They just want your money. But I'm just saying that I'm not going to reward present. Well, if the thing is, if I had to choose, I'm going to choose to not reward someone at launch when I could have somebody else who is being honest with me in the moment. Like, choose truth in the moment versus not. Doesn't mean I'll buy a PlayStation 5. I plan to buy both. So, you know. You don't have to all caps to get me to read your stuff. Do you ever think we'll get another Mario Strikers or Sluggers game? No. Favorite TV show is House. Then Nintendo will actually release Galaxy 2 or not. Probably not. I think I've said that several times this stream. Probably not. Disappointingly so. What would your reaction be if we woke up tomorrow and they shadow dropped the N64 app? I want to say I'd cry, but I wouldn't. I'd be very shocked, and I'd probably make a very excited video, but I wouldn't cry. It would just be very, very surprising. Very surprising. We got baseball and soccer and Mario. I think the only game that's made me truly cry at the announcement was Breath of the Wild 2. Pretty sure I had a tear come to my eye in that reaction. '17th birthday and my good grades for my first semester of 11th grade. My mom found one. Nice. You'll stay up all night. Well, I'm not staying up all night, guys. This stream's done in like 5-6 minutes. I've been streaming for a while. I'm going to go relax. I can't play 3D All-Stars tonight, so I might as well go watch some shows and relax and make sure the house is still clean. I hope it's still clean. My children are asleep, so. I think they will, but as a standalone game for $60. Okay, that's fair. When do I think the Crown Tundra DLC will release? Based on the name, December. But, I mean, and Nintendo doesn't have a major release in December, as far as where we're at right now. Been playing it all day, man. Congrats. Do I have a 6-pack of beer? No. I am working on trimming down. I've lost a lot of weight. I have more to go, though. More to go. But no 6-pack. What was your first Nintendo console? The Sega CDI, really. What is your go-to game you play on your phone when you are bored? Oh, man, good question. So there's Tap Sports Baseball I play sometimes. I also have some casino games on my phone I play a little bit. I don't have a ton of games on my phone. So I do have Mario Run, and I enjoy Tetris Blitz as well. You used to play Fire Emblem Heroes more, but not so much anymore. I used to play Pokemon Go a little bit too, but not anymore. Phase 10, I played that for a while. Kind of backed off on Phase 10 now, but I did play Phase 10 for a while as well on my phone. I don't have like a lot of big games on my phone. My phone is primarily for contacting people or for work or for YouTube. Like I don't really do a ton of gaming on my phone anymore. I used to do a lot more gaming, but those are like the ones, just little things I do to waste the time. Or I comment on YouTube or something. Read the comments, check out the comments, see what's going on. How do you feel about Ori and the Will of the Wisp shadow dropping this morning? Fantastic, and I was so mad I don't have my paycheck yet. I would have bought that collector's edition like that. Like that, I would have bought that collector's edition. Got it this December. But it dropped at a bad time for me. It is what it is. It's the moment. Do I like Sonic? Of course I like Sonic. Why wouldn't I? Were you disappointed when you found out 3D All-Stars was emulated? I always knew it was emulated. Like, I know we needed proof, but what? They're ports. Of course they're emulated. What did we expect them to be? They're not remasters. They're not remakes, so they're going to be emulated. Like, we knew when they were announced. They're not remasters. They're not remakes. They're obviously emulated. Like, it was so obvious. So, was I supposed to be, like, shocked? Oh my God, they emulated? You mean they emulated ports like everyone else does if you just port a game? If you don't remaster it, if you don't remake it, and you just do a straight port? Oh, it's emulated? Like, of course it is. Hey, Nate, I love Nintendo, but do you think Nintendo is getting too comfortable with the Switch? Maybe it's just me, but Sony was starting to do the same thing with the PlayStation 4 in 2018. What do you mean by getting too comfortable? Care to explain? The only thing that's happened this year is they don't have a direct, and they have a few less games, but we also had a pandemic. So what do you mean they're getting too comfortable? Explain. Because I think 2021 is going to be packed. There's going to be a bunch of big games. We already know about some next year. How do you feel about the DLC to Cuphead not dropping this morning? Disappointed. Favorite 3D Mario game that's not included in the collection? I mean, it's Odyssey. How are you doing, says Z-Storm? I'm doing fine. Do you know if GameStop is doing a pre-release, like you can pick it up early? That's all up to your local GameStops. There's always, like GameStop with any midnight launch of a physical anything, whether it's a console or a game, you have to call your local store because it'll be based on the number of pre-orders they have. So if they have an insanely high amount of pre-orders for something, they will do a midnight launch. Now with COVID too, that's a whole nother thing to consider as well. They might not be doing midnight launches because of that. Now I think GameStop will do midnight launches for the consoles. I think they're going to do that. I just don't know that they're going to do it for games right now. I haven't heard of a midnight launch since stores reopened. Doesn't mean they're not doing it. Just because I haven't heard of it. Maybe just one hasn't happened in my area. Yeah, I know. I know where to get it, Thark. I think... I'm presuming it will be sold out by the time I have the money to get it, Thark. That's what I'm saying. I'm presuming it'll be sold out by then. I have played Terraria for a few milliseconds. Like 10 minutes. Is 3D All-Stars worth the $60 price tag? Nobody can answer if a game is worth it but you. When it comes to these games, they're ports. They're straight up ports that have been up-resed and the controls altered where they needed to be altered. And yeah, that's what they are. Is that worth $60 to you? I don't know, is it? I can't tell you. And I haven't played it, so I can't even give you hands-on impressions to be like, hey, this is like my opinion on if it's worth it to me. I can't. I can't tell you. I haven't played it. Thank you, Corey. Later, man. We'll say hi to the lady for you. How am I? I'm doing good, Michael. Would you win Mario vs. Sonic vs. Zelda? Mario gets any power-ups besides the super overpowered golden Tanuki suit in 3D World? Who would win? Zelda seems to never die. Ever. Like, Link dies, but then Zelda doesn't. Damn Triforce. I don't know. I don't know who. Like, I'm so biased for Zelda that I don't even know. Breath of the Wild or Odyssey? Breath of the Wild. All right. I think it's time for me to head out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys really enjoyed the stream. I know I did. Back in the day, NES style. The launch of Super Mario 3D All-Stars tonight. For all of you guys that are going to be playing that game in roughly 30 minutes because you have the digital version in the United States, enjoy. Play extra for me today because I will not be able to play this game until next week. I'm probably going to hear hell about it from you guys all weekend. That, why, how does he not have it? How does he not have it? Like, dude, it's just, I'm being a responsible adult. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the milestones, the 54,000, the 100 plus people watching this all day. Who knows when I'll be doing my next live stream, but I do know there will be more videos to come. Probably not another one tonight, but there will be more content coming tomorrow. Enjoy your time playing Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Peace out.